How's the drive?
Not too bad.
It wasn't that bad.
Are you guys all in Roxborough?
Everybody except for Chris and Will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will's like 10 minutes away. I'm like 5 minutes away. Not shit.
From Roxborough or from here?
From here. Yeah.
So this Rello smell
That is a lot better.
It smelled like
Oh,
what?
like a poop. I started splitting it down. No, I ain't fought. Yeah, it's the Rello, bro.
Oh yeah, boy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, boy.
Nick is gonna walk in and be like, ah, fuck.
Got another group of them.
Not another one.
Got another one.
Shit. Oh fuck. How many podcasts have you done now?
17?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
18 months? Something like that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I also burned myself. Looks good, right?
Is that an
Oh my
exhaust burn?
god.
dude.
What a
Is that an
bike.
exhaust burn?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like,
Who'd you drive?
what's your ride now?
I wasn't riding.
Oh.
My buddy pulled up and I was like, oh shit, cool. And it's like, he was like, dude, hop on. I'm like, oh yeah. And he's like, watch your leg. Thought they're talking about my left leg. I'm talking about my left leg.
Oh,
Damn, bro.
dude. Yeah, I've got one of those.
Ooh,
From
alright.
Nick's bike?
Yeah. That's
That's
from
a
Jake's.
lot higher up.
That's from a little pit bike though. Like, that was,
That's that Tinder
Yeah.
scan right there.
That bitch was bad. Yeah.
That anything right there hurt.
Yeah, it'll be all good. It'll just you'll have a little
Like
pretty
your
mark.
side there,
Bro,
bro.
I don't have a lot of scars, so I'll take it.
Oh, nice.
It'll be
About
shiny
This
for a
was
few
like,
weeks.
the bubble was
Yeah.
about,
Yeah.
it was way
That
out.
sucks.
And then I went to bed that night, and I woke up and my feet were wet, and I was like, oh, I was like, oh, this is gross. The sheets were like, just wet with pus and shit. I was like,
God, dude.
I was like,
God, dude.
Hell no.
That's pain.
Oh, it
long
didn't
ago
hurt.
did that happen?
It didn't hurt. Like a week ago.
The wet foot is pain. That's just
Yeah,
mental pain.
that was the part where I was like, this is disgusting. This is fucking gross.
Jesus.
Like,
Fuck.
now it's like, oh, and I like to pick scabs.
Oh,
So I'm like, just this part is obviously, you can tell I've been picking it, considering it's already back up to there. That's from today. Did a pretty
Look
good
at that
job
the
up
rest
until
tomorrow.
today. Oh, this I can't. This was like,
Oh yeah, no, you're gonna bleed like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
well, it was oozing this yellow stuff. Yes. What's today? What's today?
Saturday.
Sorry, yesterday. Yeah, I like was wearing pants at work, and I rolled up my pants, and there was just like yellow, crusty stuff here. I'm like,
Oh.
Oh.
I'm like, not supposed to have any open wounds at work, but we'll just not tell anyone about that. No one's listening. They don't listen to podcasts, so we're good.
God.
Shoot, what type of work do you do?
I work at a hospital now.
Oh.
I just started.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I was about to say that's why you can't have open.
Yeah. I went my first day. I went in and they were like, because I had 2 hours of training, and I work by myself tomorrow. So
Shoot. That's crazy.
I worked for the hospital before, but I didn't do this job or at this hospital.
You're an RN or?
No,
Okay.
I'm just in food service.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I mean, they were like, I was like, they said something about if you're sick or whatever, because obviously you can't go and work if you're sick.
Yeah.
I was like, what if you have like an open wound? And like, you can't work if you have an open wound that's leaking. I'm like, oh, well, it's good. It closed up by now. It's been a few days. It's closed. Don't worry.
Jesus.
Someone would do. I was like, no reason. I just want to ask.
Just a random question.
Take that yellow crusty sauce.
It's gonna get real hot in here.
We're used to it. We're used to it.
Yeah, that will sound on this. So,
Oh fuck.
I mean, how was How was life in a van?
Balls.
Yeah.
That's
For real.
It's just
Hot balls.
It's hot.
All crammed in one van. Going state to state.
Smelly. Yeah,
How big of a
smelly.
van was it?
It was an expedition.
Yeah.
2002.
Either fucking 4 or 2000.
Yeah,
One-
it was-
one
How
of the-
many passenger? Like what size?
It's just a 5-seater, and then it's got like a back row seats. But we like had it full, like, because we had a smaller trailer,
Oh, okay.
so like it just fit our gear, and then the rest of the shit we kind of had to pile in the back. So like,
Can't see it.
yeah.
Can't see
Oh,
it.
yeah.
We kind of like when we slept in like the parking lots and shit. Like I just threw a blanket over all the shit, and just lay on top of it.
Mhm.
It worked because you could stretch out, but like your back felt like shit the next day.
Yeah.
So, and then sleeping in the driver's seat was no sleep.
Dude, yeah. Sleeping up front was ass, dude.
Oh,
It was straight ass.
Straight ass.
Apparently, nobody can sleep nobody can sleep when I sleep.
Bruh.
Store?
Yeah,
Oh,
apparently.
yeah.
On the video.
I sleep right through it, bro.
I can't even
See,
talk shit no more, dude, though, because, like, you caught me slipping.
Oh
down.
yeah, I caught a slip.
Oh god.
Everyone's
It's
the only one
funny
that can
though
sleep
because
through it,
he'll
apparently.
he'll snore loud in the car, but he won't in the hotel room.
Yeah.
Like
It's the way
It's
you
weird.
cock his head to the side. That's
Yeah.
all it is,
Oh,
bro.
yeah. I gotta give it like airflow.
What you do? Fun little trip my brother used to do to me. Just plug your nose.
yeah.
That's
Well, well,
true.
he's-
You will
he's-
stop breathing for a second, but you will stop storing too.
The
I don't
nose.
know. It might be the mouth snore where all you hear is.
Dude, that's exactly what it was, dude. You sound like fucking Darth Vader or some shit, bro.
Josh, you bro, find a whole new way to snore.
Bro, it was so bad though. Like I had the earplugs in that one night, dude. I still
Yeah.
fucking heard it, bro. I was like, God damn it, dude. I tried so hard.
Bro, that kind of hurt my feelings to see you wearing the earplugs. So I came to this.
We were both wearing earplugs, and even then, bro, I felt the vibrations. It was bad.
But see, that should have rocked you to sleep. Like, the noise, vibrations. It's all it took.
Rocked me straight into fucking lucid dream. That was a nightmare.
It's like whale sounds, but it's Josh sounds. Sell that in stores.
Fall asleep to the sweet sounds of Josh's mouth.
Get yours now for only $5.99 plus shipping. and handling.
But you get up.
$10.
Tax them.
Yeah, and on the shipping is like $11.99.
You get a
For,
special
like,
edition.
standard. Yeah, for standard.
Servicing fees.
Yeah.
That's another
It's a good- hey,
$15 right there.
it's a damn-
Master,
hey.
you know?
It's a damn
Put that in
good.
the pocket right there, dude.
It's a damn good product.
If it starts selling, bro, we're gonna come out with special edition CDs where I'm singing lullabies. You got one if they just like the sound of my voice. I just talk for nonstop.
We're gonna get a sample of you snoring and then put it in a MIDI thing.
For real, we can make a whole song out of it, bro. Like
We coming out with a snore remix of like all the hits. We're
Discovery
doing-
Snore album.
We're doing it.
Just straight Josh and different
That shit
snore.
don't make kids bop. I don't want.
imagine the kids bought remix to my snoring anthem.
Oh my
You must
god.
took some crazy drugs.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh, we can smoke this right now, okay? We?
Yeah. If you want to smoke, just smoke outside.
Oh, already?
Yeah, no one. Oh, my neighbor smokes.
Oh.
Don't worry. Don't worry. We go out and smoke. Don't worry.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna wait.
I'm
I'm gonna wait.
Okay. Well, anyway, why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves so everyone knows who you are.
I'm Chris. I do vocals for Disc Ovaries.
I
play bass.
I'm Trey. I play guitar.
I'm Evan. I play guitar and attempt vocals.
I'm Sir Joshua III. I play the drums.
Okay, I'm trying to put promotional stuff at the beginning so that way anyone that does tune in can hear it. What do you guys got coming up?
We just recorded at Black Plate. We have a single coming out called Malicious. We're still working on it, you know, and then we're doing like an audio tree kind of thing, like a live rendition of the song at Blackblade as well. So like it'll be video, audio, all live shit, just one straight run through. So that's gonna be done. I think when Evan next month.
21st of July.
21st of July, we'll be doing that. So
Yeah.
that's pretty fucking exciting. And then we've got 2 shows next month already set up.
I think
3. We have 3 set up, but yeah.
The first one's July 12th at the Maywood with Economist and
Who?
Gray Henry.
Yeah,
Ray Henry and
Economist.
Economist.
Economist is like really funky, really fucking.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
like
they're like
progressive gent, but with
yeah.
jazz elements
Yeah.
thrown in there.
Our buddy.
Where are they from?
They're from Asheville
Yeah.
because
Ooh,
they're
okay.
that Warren is actually the guitar player and has Oceans as well.
Oh, okay.
So I think he lives
know they're
around
from
in that
Asheville.
area. Huh?
How'd Chuck get in with him? I didn't know
Dude,
they're from Asheville.
dude, Chuck has connects out there, man.
Yeah, true.
Charles Roux.
Shorter?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck?
My balls ain't that big.
But the next show we have is at it's July 20th in Charlotte at Skylark.
Ooh, okay.
And
Foreteller.
this is going to be a month-long tour that Mother Sound, Foreteller, and Sephiser, or however you say that, is going to be. It's like a month tour around the U.S., and we're going to be opening up for them along with Alea's Curse, which is a new band out of, I think they're Charlotte-based.
Yeah,
I'm saying it's Charlotte based.
And then
Concord or something. Like I know it's close to it.
Ooh.
yeah, and then Fayetteville is happening the 27th of July, and those are with the St. Louis guys, Hallard Point.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
That's going to be good, and that's going to have Nova Mortis through all this time. And wasn't there one more?
Was it Killing the Catalyst?
Yeah, Killing the Catalyst. So 3 dope shows lined up, and they all just kind of
That'd be
happen within a
nasty.
week's time. Yeah, we didn't really have anything planned for July because we knew we were going to have to bust ass for tour, but fuck it, man. We love that shit, dude. And I mean, we couldn't turn it down. I mean, it was really great shows. They all happened to be on weekends, and like, there's not a bad band we're gonna play with in July at all. They're all gonna be sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where I heard. Is it Hollow Point or Hallow Point?
Hallowed
Hallowed
Point.
Point.
They're from
Okay.
St. Louis.
St. Louis,
and,
okay.
Yeah, they're really good with working with the local regional promoters.
I've
And
heard
they-
them-
and
I've
Bill-
seen them play. Or
Yeah.
like I haven't seen them, but I've seen them play in the area like a good amount.
Yeah.
I'm like, where the hell are these guys from?
Dude,
they're
you're
local,
talking about
like,
that
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah, they're from St. Louis, man, and it's much respect for those guys because they do a lot of DIY stuff. Like Bill Brenda is one of the guitar players in Hallowed Point. He personally hits up bands in the area for shows.
I like these guys
And
already.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's how you fucking do it. And they're
we'll
from
do a
St.
podcast.
they tour 2-3 weeks straight, take 2 weeks off, and tour 3 more weeks straight. They are on it. They are on it, and they. I mean, As I Lay Dying, if you like them, Lamb of God, if you like them, Trivium, if you like them, those guys sound like a mix together of those 3.
I think I like them.
Yeah,
I think I like them.
yeah, they're really good. My
Are they
Resistance,
cute?
huh?
They're cute guys.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
He said,
Now you're talking my language.
They got me.
They gotta come to my house.
Oh, I'll get it. Fuck, I'll meet them wherever they're at.
I have to
Meet
take a
them
little
in their
trip.
bus. Damn, whatever. Fucking back street doesn't matter.
Smells already there, bro.
I want to talk about this thing with Black Plague. Okay, new single that's not on the EP? No, okay. Just was it something you guys were working on
yeah.
already?
It was a jam.
It was something that they called dibs on.
Oh,
They played that song at a house
Yeah.
show. We like it was just a jam, like, but that house show was, dude. Will threw up. Trey's like, I think Trey
String-
threw up too.
no, my string
like
broke.
3 times.
Yeah, like, but then in between that, we played that song, and it wasn't complete, like, at all. Like, I didn't even have lyrics for it. Like, I was just yelling. And
Yeah, it was really
Garrett approached Evan, I believe, after, and was like, I like that.
and we had actually posted a video of that riff a couple of weeks ago before we played that house show, and
in the
he had
shop.
seen it, and so he was like, "Dude, that song that you played, like, I want to do that. We didn't even know what the hell he was talking about.
Yeah.
Because it really wasn't a song. It was a riff idea at that point. So they kept on us about it. And when the song was done, we were like, all right, we're ready to come in and lay this down. And yeah, it's gonna be the heaviest thing we have so far, dude. It's a lot heavier. Like, it's kind of like the Overdose and Anger Issues kind of stuff, but it's
more of a cliche song,
yeah,
too, because the fucking clashes and shit.
Yeah,
it's heavier.
It's
really
definitely heavier. Yeah, definitely.
Wops like, dude.
Wow.
It's got like a lot more, like, I guess, deathcore. What you would call it, as far as the breakdowns go. It really doesn't have like.
You mean breakdown,
like
breakdown.
It's like, wait a minute.
So yeah. Some of that.
Guess
thrown
what's
in.
next?
It's got like a really intense introduction, and then it goes into like a fucking nasty 2-step, and then it's like breakdown. So it's got that weird structure, but then like my personal favorite part is the vocal break, where it's like a whole measure is like paused, and it's just me yelling. I don't think it's a whole measure. I think it's a whole
I
measure.
think it's
like-
3 beats out of a measure.
it's
It's
like-
3 beats out of
yeah.
it.
It's
But,
like-
it's nasty. And like Garrett at the end of it, like, I'm just gonna give this away. Like he literally had me do some crazy shit. Like towards the outro, he was like, "All right, just lose your fucking mind."
Yeah.
Like, and did like 3 layers of me like banging on the glass in the booth, and had like separate mics in the room. So just being stupid as fuck. So like it was crazy.
It was entertaining. It was like a whole TV show.
You're just sitting there watching it through
Yeah.
the glass.
It's like a damn 70-inch screen TV, and it's just Chris like going wild.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've seen you put a microphone in your mouth
Yeah.
multiple times. So you just lay down on the ground and start screaming. I'm like, fuck it. I can see it. I can see you going a little crazy.
That's my shit. I like that shit. See, I just like losing my fucking mind, like, on stage. I mean, shit. When it comes to presence, I mean, dude, there's a lot of fucking other people out there that can way overtop us and me in general, dude. But, dude, like,
This guy.
but, like, dude, like, right before a show, I'll just be like, okay, I'm mad at everybody. I'm fucking mad, dude. And now, dude, now that we've got, like, Will, I mean, he makes us look 1,000 times better than we
Thanks,
used to.
baby.
When we, you're welcome, baby boy. I love you, bitch. Too. And, dude, like, oh, man.
Will's like a catalyst, dude. I feel like, without Will on stage, we do have presence and shit like that. But like when he's on stage, he adds a different dynamic to it because like he fucking swings around, does not give a fuck type
He
shit.
fucking
Kicks
me.
you,
Like,
fucking-
in the back. I should call OSHA, but like.
Got a violation here.
Working violation. Oh fuck.
Never. We're coming for the stage presence.
No, you don't start that.
Speak for yourself. All I can do is sit
I
down.
don't think you're even physically able without it.
I'm really not.
Oh my
I'm
God.
really not. Dude, those guys are really good on stage.
Yeah,
man.
they're
Fuck,
fucking
dude.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Fucking spinning and shit.
Yeah.
I can't even do a push-up.
Yeah, bro. I could do a
I
flip
get
and still
so
play.
winded on. I get so winded. I'm like,
Yeah.
I
That's-
like,
that's
I
the
like
problem.
stop him.
I feel like
Cardio.
I feel like that's our main blocker right now. Is we're just all fat.
Real. Mr. Salt and Vinegar Chips.
Yeah, exactly.
Takes another shit.
Crunch.
Yeah, bro, we all fat.
Oh man.
And then what was the doing like an audio tree live session?
Okay. Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
I'm interested to hear about that because when I did the podcast with them, we kind of talked about like afterwards. I don't think it was on the podcast, but we were talking about some of the stuff that they want to do because they have a bunch of ideas as far as like just content that they can put out.
Oh yeah.
So I'm really excited to hear that they got going on that.
Oh yeah. So with that, they've done, I think like 3 or 2 now so far. I don't think I'm allowed to say it but they've done 2
Tell me
bands.
afterwards.
Yeah,
Thank you.
they've done 2 bands and obviously us, but they just got the ball rolling on that, and they have a separate room for it now. I don't know if have you been to Black Plate?
Yeah.
So you know that downstairs like area that they've never really used.
It was used for like a separate mixing room at the
Yeah.
time,
And
that's
now-
all live audio.
Yeah, now they've set it up to where there's still a studio setup, but they've got enough space for a whole band to just play, and then they've got like 3 photographers in there with cameras, like just running the shit, dude. So it looks fucking nasty.
Yeah.
Kevin Laciana is in there.
Okay.
Austin Supril. I
don't even know how to
say
is
it.
it
Sproul?
I thought it was
Sproul?
Sproul,
Yeah.
but it's
Sproul?
I think it's Supril. Or
Subaru.
Subaru.
Yeah, I don't know.
I went to high school with him.
Yeah, well, I don't even know. But yeah, and then I think Murdoch is in there too. And dude, them 3 in a room. Oh, I tell you what, man.
I tell you what,
man. I mean, look good as fuck. Yeah, but I'm really excited for that.
Mhm.
I'm fucking excited because ever since seeing like Veil of Maya do Audio Tree, because that was the first time I've seen something like that, I was like, okay, I want to do that. Like, that looks fucking dope.
The only thing that I like, the only thing weird for like, for me is there's no audience. So I'm just like,
It's
what do I do with my, I'm like sitting like, what do I do with my body? Like in practice, I'd be like, just jumping off shit because I
it's just practice. And
I just get like, I can't just, otherwise I'm just staring blankly at this one spot on the wall. And then I like make eye contact with the drummer, I'm like, this is too weird. This is too weird. So I just like jump on shit.
I'll probably just close my eyes.
I mean, we'll be moving. 'Cause we generally just move during practice either way. Like,
Just to try to
Just
like,
to
kind of
try.
stay in the swing
But
of
this-
keep our
it.
stamina up, you know.
This
Eat on a
time-
chip, Evan.
Like, I mean, shit with mood swings, dude. Like, before getting that jump down to where we broke the floor, like, dude, it took us like 10
I have
practices
heard.
to get that shit right.
I've heard it wasn't all you guys that broke the floor.
Oh no, it was everybody else that was jumping.
You got Marcus and Justin jumping
Yeah.
up and down.
Fucking
They're
boys.
enough to break the floor.
The floor
I
was
mean-
like a trampoline, bro. Like, yeah. That
I
happens.
mean, there was 50, 60 people in an area about the size of this,
Yeah, so,
just jumping up and down. So it had no chance. The main beam running across snapped in half.
Their set probably did take a toll on it because there's some big boys in it.
Yeah, dude.
So
After-
they were jumping
after
up and down
everybody-
pretty hard. But
Yeah, after everybody cleared out, it was a half pipe.
yeah.
No shit.
Now they don't have the floor at all.
Nope.
They took the whole fucking thing out.
and they said they don't want it.
And then the deck. We broke the deck too.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
my friend's house.
you guys broke the deck?
Yeah, that was a house show, another house show in Raleigh. And
Yeah.
I don't know why we played the deck. There was a carport that Fractured Flame. That's where we met Fractured Frames too.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they played the carport, and the other band did too. And for some, I don't know why. I don't know who said we need to play the deck. I think it was Evan.
Pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
Pretty
it was
sure.
It was like an Evan
And
idea.
as soon as Mood Swings popped off, of course, you know, deck fucking broke, and the homeowner, my old boss Jeremy, he just started fucking wailing on it. He was having a fucking good time. I thought he would be mad at me. He was mad at me after, but he was good after that. But, it was a good time. But yeah.
You guys broke my porch.
I think I asked him that night was he sure it was okay, and he was like, "Yeah, man, go for it." I don't think he actually thought we would break it.
Yeah, that was his first mistake.
Because I personally asked him because I don't know when the idea came about, but I'm sure I had something to do with it. But I asked him, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, go for it."
Was this before or after you had already broken a floor?
It was
Oh, this was after.
So that was like the second casualty.
So like we've already broken a floor.
Yeah, that's just,
We will break your deck.
that's just our goal. Whatever house we play, we're gonna break something.
How many house shows have you guys played?
Oh, fucking
God,
goddamn!
man.
Like,
A lot.
That was a lot during the first year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we haven't played that many.
That house show that we played Malicious. Or
Yeah.
you guys jammed it out. The floor was bending a lot too.
Yeah.
Dude, if that shit would have broke, we would have went down to the basement, bro. Like,
And
that
then we
would not have
played
been
that one
good.
in Greensboro.
Yeah, I'd say we probably played about
that was a
I don't
weird
know,
one.
six to eight,
That was
6 to 8 of them.
It was.
I want to play a house show.
Yeah, we play
I
about.
love.
I don't mind playing a house show just as long as the power can support it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've ran into that issue too
That's
with
true.
bad power,
Lights fucking-
and we don't have a power conditioner in
Uh-huh.
Iraq yet. So,
I do.
but yeah. Hey, wait, weren't you using that though? Weren't
Yeah,
you?
I was. Yeah, even that. I plugged Trey stuff into mine too.
Does-
it didn't help.
Is it one that
That
monitors like the voltage or not?
It's a pretty nice property. It's a Samsung.
Oh, that was just the old ass house then.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even that, the PA system, your rig, and then he was running off mine. So
So
I had every
lot.
input on mine clogged too. I got like 9 of them.
Buckload. Yeah, that was. We only played like 3 songs.
Yeah, wait, wasn't my shit running right though?
Yeah.
My shit was running right. It was his that was fucking up, right?
Yeah.
The power wasn't the issue.
Yeah.
The speaker, I think it was the speaker cable.
Yeah, because
Fucking-
we had to move you so you could plug into his. And
Yeah.
then Evans started
Yeah.
fucking up.
That was just a fucking clusterfuck night anyway.
Yeah.
We went back home and tested it. There was nothing wrong with it. So.
Yeah.
We all went back home
Not
mad.
Oh man.
Mad.
Big man.
I watched a bassist amp started smoking one night at Kaboom. I was like, oh. The guy's got like the fire extinguisher. They're still playing. He's got like the fire extinguisher sitting there waiting.
Just like ready.
As soon as you guys finish, they finish their set. Like, fuck.
Jesus.
Yeah, man.
It's a fire.
It's
That's the last song
Kick it
you
over
guys
right
were
out.
playing tonight.
God almighty.
Who came up with the idea to do the split EP?
Fractured Frames.
Yeah. Because they're from Asheville, right? Yeah.
Yeah. That was a. It was fucking fun.
Yeah.
I love those dudes to death. Those dudes are fucking fun. They're good people, dude, and they're fun as shit.
Got a whole lot. And then, yeah, your guys is the release show in Kaboom. The
fuck.
screamer for Fractured Frames. I see him just like hunch down, pull out a thing of honey, and then just start straight up. I'm laughing my ass
Dude,
off
yeah.
at this point.
The thing is, that helps. It helps.
Yeah.
And Brett got me on that, but like when he
Yeah,
does it on
what
stage,
the fuck?
I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna fucking drink it all. This man is a cum dump. Yeah, love him to death. I love you, Brett. I'm sorry if you listen to this. I'm sorry, you're not a cum dump.
You just drink a whole lot of honey. Those guys are amazing.
Yeah, they're helping us get in the direction of DIY, honestly, because our last run of shirts we did over there at Brett's house, and they pretty much do everything themselves, like recording, shirts, hats, like anything that a band does, they're doing it, and
That's
that's
honestly, if you want to do it now, like in this genre, in any heavy music genre, if you can go DIY, go DIY.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
absolutely.
I
It
just
helps out so much
Yeah.
if you can.
I like the whole just pump concept of it all. Like,
oh yeah.
fuck the label. Like, dude,
Fuck
what do you?
everybody else.
I mean, at this point, all you get out of a label is just really publicity.
Yeah,
I mean, most people
exactly.
think because you're signed to a label, you're going to get money, and that's not true. They're sucking the money out of everything that you could be making profit on. So it's either A, hire somebody to do it, or B, do it yourself.
And even
You know.
publicity wise, like, how much are you really getting? Like, I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
is
I mean, you
it's
have,
not
you have,
gonna put you over. Like,
yeah. I mean, you kind of have to look at that aspect too. But I mean, you know, with a good deal, you get fronted what you want. You know, yeah. You need a tour bus, cool. You need a state of the art recording, cool. You need shirts, sweet. We got you covered on that. But when it comes to show guarantees, when it comes to merch sales, when it comes to CD sales, they're taking 80% of that away from you. And then you have to split that with usually a big band. They have drivers, they have roadie, you know, they have all these people that they have to split that 20% in between. And unless you're in the top 1%, you're not making
well, yeah,
shit.
Exactly.
You're not making shit.
And if you are in that top percent, you're not making those deals.
Right.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck you, we don't need you. Like,
Exactly.
all those bands that are at the top, they can just say,
But see,
no.
yeah,
Yeah,
they.
and have that say so.
But see, those kinds of bands are so in good with the label at a certain point that, like,
That was like a day to
take-
remember as opposed to all of the other bands signed to the label that they were signed to also.
Take Parkway for an example. You know, when Epitaph
fucking love Parkway.
when Epitaph signed those guys, they're still signed with Epitaph.
Mm-hmm.
The reason that they're still with them is because that's keeping that label and them like at the top.
Yep.
And I mean, they're so big, dude.
They can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
Dude, but see, they busted ass.
Oh yeah,
They busted ass for 5
Have
years
you seen
straight.
their documentaries?
Absolutely, absolutely.
This is like, I'm trying to tell you guys.
Dude, I learned as much of Killing with a Smile and Horizons as I could on guitar, and I was only probably 3 or 4 years in. But yeah, Parkway my shit. Parkway my shit. I'm trying to go smoke with them. Y'all trying to smoke?
Yeah, you trying to smoke? Oh, I just don't put anything in his refrigerator now.
You leave beer in his refrigerator, he won't touch it.
Oh yeah, you leave beer in there, it'll stay there the next month. But don't leave no pudding or no juice or nothing.
No pudding, no juice, no leftovers.
Definitely no chocolate. There's chocolate pudding. Yeah, I was gone.
I should have ate that Rice Krispie treat.
Where were we at?
We were at Parkway Drive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Parkway. Anyway. Okay. Fracture. Did we talk about fracture crimes? Everything.
Lightly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys recorded that. Okay, what was the name of the EP again?
Crossways.
Crossways. Wait, okay.
Yeah.
Singing Crossroads, and I was like,
This ain't country, boy.
it was Jamie King, right?
That was the first EP.
First one's Jamie King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where was this?
Second one was with Fracture Frames. Zach.
You recorded at their place?
Yeah, Exodian Studios.
Zach is
Okay.
a mastermind.
Which one's Zach?
The one with the long hair.
Long hair.
Also does clean vocals as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Does he?
Yeah.
I didn't hear them do a single thing of
Dude,
cleans.
go check out their Bandcamp and check out a song called Weaponize.
Weaponize?
Yeah. It has some stuff in there. They don't do it that much, but what they do with it when they do is good.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have clean on that 7-minute song they had too.
Yeah, it's more about serving the song than just throwing it in everyone.
Yeah.
So some things they'll have that are heavier or most of the things that they have are just screaming.
Yeah. It's like, because I think I've only seen them once. The one, you guys' show.
They play most of their heavier stuff live.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever played it. Well, I haven't seen them play that one live.
I know they did clean vocals at the they played it
Slide
Drunk
Rock.
Horse.
They did it at Slide Rock too.
Yeah. But they played it Drunk Horse with, I think it was Nova Mortis's release or something like that.
Yeah. This last weekend.
Yeah, and there's pictures of Zach like screaming into the mic, so I'm pretty sure he did cleans that night too.
Yeah.
But,
What was I gonna say? Okay, so what was the name of the studio again?
Exodian.
Exodian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Up in Nashville.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like Hendersonville. Well,
It's
Yeah,
like-
basically Asheville.
yeah, basically Asheville.
I just take it in group, just the same way I do with Raleigh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In the Raleigh area, it's Raleigh.
It's Raleigh.
Everybody, I'm not trying to learn all the small towns. I'm from a small town. No one knows where I'm from. Don't worry.
Where are you from?
Iowa is what I say.
Oh,
Small town.
Shit.
Iowa, the small town.
I grew up surrounded by corn.
I mean, I could walk out my backyard, hop a fence, and there's corn. It's just a corn. We used to do these Buckeye Wars. So I have 5 older brothers.
Shit.
So we'd split up 3-on-3, and we'd have the Buckeye Wars.
Shoot.
No, Walnut Wars. So Buckeye Wars was another set of wars that we had on the bus. So the Walnut Wars, we split up 3-on-3. We built these forts, and we're like running through our pasture and just pegging each other with walnuts.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's
Keep in mind, I was like 8 years old, and my oldest brother's 7 years older than me. So, and he's on the opposite team.
Oh, so
They've also already broken my collarbone at this point.
Jeez.
I'm just getting hit, pegged.
Oh my god.
But anyway, I ended up
Yeah.
running through a cornfield, got lost. They found me. They found me. I'm here. I'm still alive.
I went to Chicago one time, and on the way there, it was just miles and miles and miles of nothing but corn on both sides. Just crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Thousands upon thousands of acres. Just
So
You
that's
didn't
Iowa.
even get. You didn't even. That's.
that's
Why you're
like,
smoking
no,
big doinks
you had to
and
go through that, but like
Yeah.
literally those two were just nothing but corn.
As I say, you didn't even get to the you didn't even get once you get past Chicago, it's just soybeans, wheat, corn, soybeans, wheat, corn,
Oh man,
just nothing.
it's like.
Oh,
Oh, I was like, that's like when you go through Durham and then go to South Boston and you pass through Roxborough. It's like corn, tobacco, soybean, corn. Historic Roxborough, corn.
historic Roxborough?
Oh yeah, it's
Historic
like
uptown Roxborough.
Yeah, historic uptown.
Solar field, corn.
Prison.
Yeah, it's like where other cities would build up the city around it. You just have that separate, and then you have the main strip through Roxborough.
Yeah.
And that's it.
How big is Roxborough?
About this big.
It's not super small. Like, it's not one of those one stoplight towns. You know what I mean? But like, it's definitely like ain't shit.
About 3 or 4
It's one of
stops.
those cities where it's just a main strip where everything is
Yeah.
at, and there's nothing everywhere else.
Yeah.
And everybody lives like 2 miles from each other.
And they hang out in the Walmart parking lot.
Uh,
And their
Not 2
EE
miles.
trucks.
no,
I'm like,
Hey,
Wally
no.
Wood. I have to drive 30 minutes to get to one.
Hey,
Oh, man.
the rednecks have upgraded in our town. They used to chill at Walmart. Now they chill at Sheetz.
Now it's Sheets.
Yeah, bro. They had to upscale.
The damn squatter silver record. You up, Mom?
I'll tell you what, though, I can't rag on Walmart though. Sleeping in parking lots, you know, it sucks, but like
the first night we cooked out.
yeah, we literally cooked out when we slept in the parking lots,
3 in the
dude.
morning. And didn't go to sleep until like 6.
Yeah, and
Was
then woke up at 7:30.
What was the weather like?
Oh, it was
Fucking-
surprisingly really good.
Unless it was raining, it was really good. But like, really, we only got rain while we were driving, so
Oh,
it
true, yeah.
felt fucking
So,
amazing,
yeah.
you know.
And up north, dude, you wake up cold and it's nice the rest of the day.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
The only hot day was in Philly. Philly
only hot day
sucked.
was
Yeah,
Philly.
I don't
Philly was
even know
terrible.
why Philly was that hot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a concrete like thing too. Like you
Yeah.
know, it might be only like 75, but like all the buildings and
No,
shit.
it was the
like
anxiety of getting shot.
we're just sweating because we were scared.
How many dates? How many shows?
Was it 9
It
days?
was
9
6 shows.
Laminated?
Let me whip it
No,
out
it
for
was,
you.
It was six states, 7 shows,
9 days.
9
6
days.
dates, 7 shows.
Yeah,
Wait,
Oh yeah, because
six
Six
states.
because we played in
States.
Pennsylvania twice.
yeah.
I mean, we did eat 6 steaks at Walmart.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, God.
Oh man.
No, I had 2 myself.
Yeah, I had like 2 or 3.
Thanks.
We were supposed to meet like the other band at the Walmart, and somehow
They
one
went to
band went to a
another Walmart.
fucking different one. And we get to one, and they're like, "Yeah, we're here near like a Taco Bell or something." We're looking around like, "Where the fuck is
just
the
a
Taco
Walmart.
Bell?" Like, so like this is like after because like we thought they were just behind us or whatever because they said they went the wrong way because like they took a left and you're supposed to take a right.
Yeah.
And we get there and we get all the shit. We got like a fuck ton of steaks, like some what was it, bell peppers and
Bell
onions and
peppers,
shit.
onions and shit.
Started cooking and everything, and then like we figured out that they're at a whole fucking different part of
So
like
we just
the
ate
state.
everything.
Yeah, we
Oh,
ate
shit.
fucking everything.
So we blew the fuck. Josh blew that fucking Walmart the fuck up.
3 times.
You were in there for like a good 45 minutes that last time, bro. I was like, dude, somebody need to go check on him.
That was because, bro, after all those steaks, it was like, if I'm going to go to sleep in this truck and not gas everybody out, I gotta go do the thing for a little bit.
I think that would be me. Like, I'd be cooking. If we're on tour, I'm cooking for everyone. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I'll take care of it. Don't you worry about it. I got you covered. I love cooking.
Oh yeah.
And man, Chris was the chef.
Yeah.
I like cooking.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so who was the tour with?
Glass
Idols
Idols,
from
yeah.
Tennessee.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah.
They're-
Had you known them, or
we saw them like a couple years ago.
So the funny story is, before we had really taken off with discoveries and everything like that, like you had just came into the picture. Me, Chris, and Josh went to a show at Kaboom, and they were playing it. Well, I think Valley was on the bill and stuff like that. So we seen them then.
They were a touring band.
Yeah, and then like a year and a half later, we're playing shows, and we ended up playing with them at either, I think it was Selma the first time.
Yeah.
And I talked to one of the members, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, like, here's our contact, everything. Add me on Facebook. We'll keep in contact later on and shit." And then, like, next thing you know, they hit us up and was like, "Yo, you guys want to do a run with us?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" Like, because we'd been trying for a while, like, you know, and it never really worked out the way we wanted to. And it helps when you have other people that have other connects.
And they have the know-how. This
Yeah.
is like their third or fourth tour.
Yeah.
Like, and that's pretty much what they've been doing. Like, they take breaks, like longer breaks, but they'll do like runs like pretty much every year or every 6 months. So like, yeah, definitely hitting up this East Coast up north. Pretty much gave us the know-how, broke us in.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, word, this is cool. Like,
I think this is what I want to do.
Yeah. For real.
Yeah.
Kind of like work the bugs out, like a test run, you know. First time's not going to go 100% the way you want it to, but like as long as you work through it, bro. I mean, that was the main goal of doing it, is, you know, making sure you knew what to do next time.
That's why that's a good thing we kind of went with another band that did tour too. Imagine us and another band that haven't toured before.
Yeah, that would have been a clusterfuck. Because I know we've had a couple of conversations with them while we were on the road, you know what I mean? They gave advice and shit like that. Like they're a fucking great band to go
baby
on
wipes
with.
to the balls.
Yeah.
Baby wipes. And baby powder. Oh, baby powder.
Unless you're wearing thin pants.
See, yeah, this is true. But at the same time, once you get that chafing, if you shave, son, whew, take a cup of baby powder, put it on the pants, and just go, right on your balls. Right on the balls.
It's like learning how to be a man.
Yeah. But not a disgusting, unappealing man.
Just getting the job done, alright?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how. Get it done, alright?
Oh, man, dude.
That was fun as fuck, man.
One of the worst stereotypes that we got was, oh, you're going to meet a lot of girls. No, girls are going to run. First of all, like, first off.
You walk in the
Listen to
venue.
the music.
Yeah.
Come on.
Like,
You walk in the venue and they can smell your balls from the back area. As soon as you walk in, they want to take a smoke break.
not only that, they hear you're in a band and they're like, alright, bye.
Yeah.
And it's like you said that one time. This ain't the fucking 80s. Like, chill the fuck out.
I don't do meth.
Especially when you tell them you play metal. Like, what style do you play? Is it like classic rock?
Is
No,
it
it's
indie
metal.
rock?
Yeah. So you guys yell, and collectively you guys have $200 together.
Oh, fuck.
200. Whoa.
And it's like, you're being a little generous, aren't you? I have 2 wrinkled dollars in my wallet.
That's gotta last 2 weeks.
Exactly.
I'm gonna spend it on a beer.
Jesus, dude. I feel attacked.
How big is Glass Idols?
They got a good.
Same genre.
They're more
mostly
jet based and like progressive. Yeah.
They've got.
They
a good
travel
following.
a whole lot, so their
Yeah.
fan base is spread out too, like among not just in Tennessee.
They've got a really good following in Tennessee.
Yeah, they do
But
have a really
2
good
of their
following.
members are not from Tennessee, so when they're not touring, they run a 3-piece. So one is from Florida and one is from California.
Did they like just move and then just?
Not
Or
exactly.
I think Michael moved because
touring
at one time I
musicians.
think Michael stayed in Tennessee.
Michael, the bassist, stayed in Tennessee, and Chris also as well, but he was from California. Chris, the guitarist now, used to mix and master all their shit.
Okay.
And during this run, this was like his first set of shows like ever. So like he got broken in really quick. Like it was crazy. Just to, like he's like, yeah, no, he's like the Chapel Hill show. He was like, yeah, this is my first show. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what? But yeah, like it's crazy just to see them like doing this, and they're so far apart. I'm like, wow, that fucking takes will. Like,
We have
I
Will.
love you, bro. We got a will. We don't need will. We got one.
That's one of the things I was thinking about too. Is like if you needed to, with everything the way it is now, if you do like separate as a band or whatever, you can still do it because you can literally just write something, send it, practice that shit, and then just get together.
Play a show.
Hopefully, if you can get together like a week before, 2 weeks before, rehearse this. You rehearsing for a good bit, and then you just go.
Oh yeah.
Because they're making it like really good for what they're doing. Because I mean, when they get together for tours. So it's like they get their songs written, and then they practice them and get together like a week before the tour, and then after that they hit the road.
Even then, like Chris was telling me, he's like, honestly, like they have a whole set of tracks, so like their rack unit is sexy as fuck. like they don't use amps. I mean, I'm kind of if on that, but
it just depends on who the sound guy is.
Yeah, the rack unit is and how the PA looks. Good God,
they're all running direct out of the Axon.
Yeah, so like, and they all have like separate tracks into their ears, and they all have different ways they like it. And Chris just plays like the straight songs, like the full song. Yeah. Then that's pretty much how I learned everything. So he didn't even like practice with him. He just went straight for it, and he killed it every night. Yeah. It was crazy to see, but
I don't think I can do it, but.
Oh yeah,
I definitely could.
You're hard.
Oh, no. Got back to picking this. It's just so tempting, man. It's so tempting. It's so raw. It's so pink and smooth.
It's crazy how
give me nice and hot.
What was the biggest, best shows for you guys?
Oh man!
First and last.
First and last.
Yeah.
That's,
Chapel
Pittsburgh was not bad.
Hold on, first and last.
Yeah, Chapel Hill was really good, and in Tennessee was really good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was thinking Connecticut, and I was like,
nah,
bro.
Boston was lit, but it wasn't like
it wasn't a good show out. But Boston itself is beautiful. I love that city. I want to live there.
Yeah,
but good God.
And damn, Pittsburgh was nice.
Yeah,
Pittsburgh was nice. Really we had a pretty good show at that one.
Flavor Town, boy. Boston was Flavor Town, tell you what.
Yeah, Boston was definitely Flavor Town.
What you doing out here, double cheeked up on the third? The sun's still out.
Welcome to Harvard.
Fuck. Yeah, no. But yeah, Chapel Hill was a good fucking send off. I'm glad that people showed out to that one.
Yeah.
But and then Glass Idol's home date obviously was fucking. We had Curses on that one. I don't know if you've heard Curses. No. They're from West Virginia.
Those guys are really
but they've got a really good following. Like really good. Most of the people that were. I mean, I don't want to say most of the people that were there for them, but like they got pull. They got good pull.
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad to say that.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. People showed up.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
There's
There's more than 10 people here.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
The band's still watching me? Fuck it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Good God. Yeah, that was Philly. Philly was
what night of the week?
Philly was Tuesday.
Yeah, it was a Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Boston was a Wednesday.
Yeah. Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah. That's why I was crazy because
might as well just
I mean, but Pittsburgh was on a Monday. And Pittsburgh was nice.
Monday,
yeah,
that was really
Pittsburgh was good.
Pittsburgh was fucking sick, man. Damn, the guy that I had went through, man, he really worked his ass off to make that show good.
Yeah.
Was it Darren?
Darren
from
Darren hooked it up, dude.
He
hooked it up.
Fucking good. If you like Bullet for My Valentine and fucking
Wait, what? Bullet for My Valentine is the question.
Older, second album. Bullet.
Okay, that I'm done.
But that,
it's like a spin to it because
it's got a heavy spin to it.
Yeah.
And dude, the showmanship for Darren, he's crazy. He's like Evan's little twin.
For real.
It's crazy, but he busted his ass and he supported us and he really got people out there. So that was really
from
cool.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he's from Pittsburgh. So I was surprised for a Monday night.
Yeah, bro, for real. He got people out there, and it's not like he got people out there who are just kind of apathetic and shit. Dude, we had the whole fucking room jumping type shit. People wanted to fucking be there, you know? Yeah. It was, dude, like I said, he worked his ass off for that shit. Mm-hmm. Could not be more appreciated for somebody who was booking a show.
His dad bought me a drink, so.
For your shows, were they like, okay, so it was you and Glass Idols, and no one else was on the tour. You just picking up bands at each date.
Yeah.
much.
Okay.
So they had a different, like, couple locals, either one or two.
Yeah.
Kind of same concept. Tours
Yeah.
come through
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
get openers
Yeah.
for it. Yeah.
Did Glass Idols put together the tour?
We kind
For the
of split it a
most
little
part.
bit. Like
Right.
we booked Chapel Hill, we booked Pittsburgh, and we booked Philadelphia.
Alright.
And I think Glass Idols got Boston, Connecticut, and then their hometown. Because we did say it was 6 shows, right? They did get New Jersey, but New Jersey, like the venue that we're going, it like fucking shut down or something.
Had, like some
Yeah.
underage
Yeah, it was literally like
It's
fucking 2
It's
weeks
7
before.
shows.
7 shows? What did I miss?
You're missing the Bluefield one.
Yeah,
Bluefield,
that
yeah,
was
they got
day
that too.
2. That
Do
was
what?
day 2. That was right after.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
day after Chapel Hill.
That
That
was
Sunday.
okay.
Yeah, that
was
was
pretty good.
actually a good show, you know, but yeah.
It was West Virginia. I thought I was going to get scooped up and sold by moonshiners, mountain man,
Shiners, man.
shiners, moon damn shiners.
Did you guys know someone in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, or like in Pittsburgh and Philly?
Just there.
Just
Yeah, yeah, damn.
because I'm wondering, like, actually getting a show out of state, like setting it up when you're from.
Yeah.
It's hard.
You gotta put your
Carolina.
faith in that person.
Yeah.
That's like
I think
That's
it
what
was
I'm
Jeremy Porterfield who like directed me to Darren. Yeah, he tagged him in like because I posted a status, you know, it's like, dude, anybody in fucking Pennsylvania, like hit me up
Yeah.
because I need the show, and he tagged him, and dude, like I said, he did really good. And then Philadelphia, it was
Was that like a restaurant?
yeah, it was some guy named Brandon. He like booked it and everything, and then the AC was broken. It was alright.
It was like a Cuban
Exactly.
restaurant in the middle of Philadelphia where people are playing craps outside.
oh yeah.
And yet walking their dogs. So it was weird. It was like retro, but it was like bad.
Those shows are like, yeah, you wouldn't. They're not the ideal shows,
Yeah,
but
but
they're
it's a
so
show.
like. The
It's so
story
cool.
afterwards is just so much fun. You're like,
Yeah,
oh,
dude.
it's fun. It's fun.
Fucking somebody got shot like right
Yeah.
afterwards, dude. Like,
And then there was a hit and run.
Yeah, hit and run, dude.
There
Like
was
you'll
a
be sitting
shooting.
there watching the show, and you'll turn around because they had like glass doors, and you just see siren, like and the lights and all that shit. You're like, what the fuck is going on? You go outside, bro, and it's lit up. Like you don't know what's going
Well, I
on.
mean, like a week and a half ago, apparently there was like 9 shots that went off, like real close to here. So I don't know.
Keep
I
the
don't-
rent low.
I was like, well, Nick and I were watching a movie or something. You hear bang, 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 like 9 times. I'm like, I look at him, and he's like, someone's getting shot. I'm like, they're fireworks. Shut up. Let's keep going.
America.
Nope. Not listening.
That's an empty clip right there. Good.
Yeah. That's when you run out and be like, you good?
Oh shit.
Okay, so you said Chapel Hill, was that just like best turnout or just
That was a good send off.
Yeah.
just good for you guys or good for everyone?
Good for everyone, I'd
Yeah.
say. I mean, Glass Idols did have some complications. I mean, who doesn't have fucking complications, you know? So they were kind of sad about that, but at the same time, it was a good show. And, you know, everybody had a good time, and I'm just glad the local support was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Who played that one?
Glass Idols. Oh, two bands that were on tour: Dead Culture and Refinement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers
Kill it.
slap like fuck, dude. Oh my god, like, dude, like Varials, fucking. It's hardcore vibes, but dude, like I fucks with that shit. That's like my roots. So yeah, they slap, and they were on like a 2-week run
Yeah.
at the time, and dude, they still killing
They're
it.
going back out on tour too.
Days,
They're
days,
going back on fucking
Days to
like,
Break and Discerner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they opened it up for us.
Wait, who?
Days to Break and
Discerner.
the Discerner, yeah.
How many bands were on the show?
6.
It was
Six.
the two that he was talking
That's
about that were on tour. They kind of got
Yeah.
hopped on last
Just
minute.
last minute.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, you know, we're coming.
Liz
to
set that one up, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
either Liz or Rick. I think somebody hit me up and was like, "You guys want these bands on there? If not, it's cool." I was like, "Dude, I mean, more
Fuck it.
turnout. Fuck it.
More
Like,
draw,
put 'em
the
on."
better,
Yeah.
dude.
Who's
Yeah.
Liz?
FBT
yeah.
Entertainment.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They set up the Kaboom shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're doing.
They're,
Okay, I gotta
they're popping.
that show. Did they bring in a PA system or what?
At Kaboom?
Yeah. Do they bring in stuff?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, they have somebody bring in.
That's what, because I was like.
The
I was
Kaboom
like-
show, you were actually running sound.
That's
first
what I
one.
thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Because I was like watching, I was like, these guys upgraded major from the last time I was here.
Oh yeah,
I
it's
mean-
like whoever they can get a PA from, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But yeah, I mean, it sounded good. The last time, not the time, yeah, when Will was running sound, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
After that, it was like so.
It wasn't through FPT though. I mean,
Yeah.
that one wasn't through FPT.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
not, yeah, that was
Yeah.
They
that was
got
like a
enough to do
DIY.
vocals with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and that's it.
I was last time I was there. I was like, not quite as good.
Fuck it, man. Dude,
What,
so-
dude? I don't. Yeah, I'm just. You got a PA system.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It works. Let's
go.
fucking make it happen.
Okay. Okay. So how many did you guys take anyone with you on the tour?
Just
the
us.
5 of you.
Just,
Yeah.
I didn't actually go into it.
Oh,
Yeah, Will could.
They're up here, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Have someone fill in or just
Just
No.
us four.
We didn't
No
have
bass,
we didn't have time to do
backline or anything?
anything. It's okay. His tone was bass heavy.
Yeah.
So. we had a bass guitar player there.
Oh fuck, Jesus.
I
Yeah.
say that to Nick all the time. We're not devoted to bass. Not devoted, but
So just turn your bass up.
even on the lead parts, bass heavy. Fuck it.
Okay, so who's running merch table for you guys?
It's like shifts, but mostly Chris.
I mostly set
Mostly
it up.
Chris.
I mostly sell. I mostly talk people into buying shit. But for the most part, my draw is I'm gonna give you an EP and a sticker, and then you're gonna come talk to me. And
That sounds forceful.
I'm gonna fondle you, and you gonna buy something,
Yeah, man.
or I'm gonna cut you a deal,
That's how
or I'm gonna
sales.
just give you an EP and you're gonna be happy.
That's how.
Or
It's,
like, I'm gonna get the
I'm
music
gonna
out there.
Snag your wallet.
I use that salesman shit, you know. But yeah, no, it was
Did you guys have? Because what all do you guys have as far as merch?
shirts, hats, stickers, EPs.
well,
I'm trying to do
this
shorts.
this is one of them.
It's a new one.
That's what Liz designed.
Yeah.
That one's pretty fucking gnarly.
Yeah, metalcore.
But yeah,
We need to re-up on hats.
we need to re-up on hats. We are all out of hats finally.
Ball caps or?
Dad hats.
Yeah,
All
dad
caps.
hats.
They're
Yes,
strap backs.
Scrap.
That's where it's at. That's where it's at.
Those sell really good. Glass Idols has a trucker hat that I really fucked with. And I was
Yeah.
like, dude,
Didn't you get one?
I did. It's all sweaty now. But it's like yellow. It was white.
Oh.
I played the rest of the tour in it. Whoops.
How bad does it smell?
Like my ass probably right now.
Oh, there was
Farted
some
recently.
clothes that smelled so bad. I think it was Trey's.
Oh my
He just
God,
laid
dude.
him over the deck at my house for a couple of days because
Bro.
the balls.
It was the
The
shit we
bottles.
fucking
Oh.
used in the river to
Oh,
swim
yeah.
in, dude.
We went to swim in the river like on the way back, like from Maryland, and
Which river is
the
West
Potomac.
Virginia.
Yeah.
Virginia River.
We were like fucking just chilling in the river, dude. And then we put the clothes in the back in some bag, you know, didn't think about it, just like making sure nothing else got wet.
Dude, like a motherfucker.
Fucking get back from tour, bro. Open up that bag, smacks me in the face, dude. I was like, fucking close the bag. I was like, Evan, bro, I'm gonna lay these shits over your railing and let them dry out, bro, because this shit smells so fucking bad,
Still wet 3 days later.
dude. Yeah, this shit won't fun.
Yeah, no, the river people in West Virginia were not kind to us.
Oh no.
Yeah, they wouldn't tell us how much the damn rafts cost.
Yeah, all we wanted was a raft.
I was like, I asked him, I was like, man, so how, what do I got to do for a rap? Well, first you're going to have $10,000.
I'm into rent, motherfucker.
Like, okay.
I want to rent one, I don't want to buy one. I'm going to be here just for today.
You see me? I got my backpack, bitch.
What Okay, so what was I gonna say?
Penis.
What? Yeah, penis. Right? I was gonna say butt.
It's the perfect combination.
Pussy.
Pussy.
What cool tour stories do you got for me?
Oh.
Oh man.
That's
Okay.
how
I will take this one. All right,
Nah, bro, you can't explain it yourself.
Shit.
So we were backing up on the side. I was backing up on the side of the street in Pittsburgh and wasn't paying attention to the trailer and smacked this guy's truck a little bit.
A little bit. He lifted it up.
Went from the road to the curb.
The truck had hydraulics.
But it was fine.
Yeah, it kind of like put a scuff over his paint, but that was it. He's like, it's a work truck.
He's like, oh my fucking
Yeah,
god.
he goes, oh my fucking god, bro.
License.
I was like, bro, you got your insurance shit, right? Like, just in case. He's like, I ain't got that shit, bro. I was like, what the fuck, bro?
Not too long after he was like, all right, man, whenever we get into tight spaces, I can bag it up, you know, because I
Oh my goodness.
I did good every time but that time.
It only takes one, bro,
Yep.
and you ain't gonna let it down.
After that time, we ain't let you do it.
Oh, fuck. Oh, man.
Oh, and then we all basically were like stepdads.
Evan.
Yeah, and Evan was in some type of situation.
Oh,
like,
can
let's think about it.
Can we say this on the air?
No.
Alright, we won't say your name.
No.
We're just gonna someone
Can we tell
know.
him after?
So yeah, about Parkway Drive. Let's go back to that.
Can we tell him after?
Yeah, we can tell him after.
All right, we'll tell you after, dude.
Someone almost got beat up with this.
We went to the trampoline part 2.
Oh yeah, the kid spit on me.
Oh yeah,
And humped Evan.
Oh my god, dude!
And then
This
asked
little
Josh if he
6-year-old
wants to
black
be his
kid
dad.
humping my leg, bro.
I was
Oh
like,
my
he was
God.
laying down in this pit, dude, because like we're old, we're fucking tired, and a kid comes running across, jumps on top of him, starts like bouncing. I was like, bro, get off of him, bro. What are you doing? And I was just like, get the fuck off, bro.
What the fuck do you think this is? Ride the pony?
Oh my god, dude. Kid comes running to Josh. You won't be my daddy. He was like, I'm gonna take your pants off.
I was like, oh no,
What the fuck?
Daddy gotta keep his pants on.
He runs up to me and he's like, I'm gonna take your shorts off. I'm like, no, you're not. And then he goes and it spits on my back. I was like, you want to get smacked, son? And then he screams and starts running. Huh?
You threatened the 6
Hell yeah. Oh, thank you, motherfucker. Don't spit on me, boy.
Oh my god, that was fucking eventful.
Smack your glasses away to the next.
God, man. He looked like a little Franklin.
He really did.
Franklin the
God.
Turtle.
Oh, God.
I was like, poor kid.
Oh my
Oh, poor kid. I couldn't even play basketball because he kept stealing the ball.
Oh, yeah.
What do I sound
Poor
like?
us.
25 kid at the trampoline park stealing the basketball.
Just hit him.
Oh, I should have, but you
Rip
know,
him.
he would have fell on the trampoline and bounced back up on his feet.
It's not very effective.
I had this little girl try to she tried to outdo me because like they had these little like rope things and you could make a canopy in it, and she was like make a canopy like me, and I was struggling, and then after a couple minutes she was like, it's probably because you too big, and I was like, oh, okay. But after that I just felt bad because you know like they was making cocoons and I was just falling out of it.
That was a chandelier video. That shit was funny.
Oh,
as
yeah.
fuck. He busted his ass getting under that bitch, dude.
Luckily, it was a like whatever that mat thing was because, bro, I would have had a knot on my head or
Yeah.
something. Like when I fell, my head went like that against the mat, so I know it was.
You still got your cut? Or is it healed
Oh,
up?
He kneed himself in
I,
the
yeah,
fucking
I tried to
head.
do a backflip on the trampoline. And like,
It was my fault. I told him, dude, you can't get hurt doing a backflip, bro. Just make sure you don't land on your head. You're good, bro. He tries it and like lands on his back, and his legs were stiff, so his knee just comes back and
he
fucking hits him in the head. I was like, my bad, bro. I lied. You can't get hurt.
I was
I
just,
didn't know. I didn't know.
oh, they did know. They set me up. I just told everybody a kid punched me in the face. It's like I was taking too long to get up
The
the.
6-year-old?
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
6-year-old.
6-year-old.
Like he
They're
wanted to get
strong.
on the little wall climb thing, and I was taking too long, bro. He just dead me.
Yeah, Evan's still
So
mad
that's-
about that.
It's about this.
Still
I
hurt.
was saving a kid from a tree.
For real, bro.
Same kid from the tree, that
You
shit
got him
burned.
down, and when it was time for you to get down, you just
He
slid.
burned me. He grabbed
tree
his
fucking
iron and just burned my leg. It's crazy. I don't know where he got the iron.
Pocket iron. Yeah. Well, other Toy Stories. Waking fucking Sleeping Beauty over there.
Oh,
Fucking Evan.
yeah.
God, dude. That was
He's rough.
bad.
He's rough to wake
It's
up.
mean.
Yeah.
He's the one that
Fucking
wants to be up. Like, hey, bro, wake me up when you guys get up.
But as soon as you wake him up, he's like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
What the fuck y'all gotta be so goddamn loud, bro?
Like, don't fucking do that, bro.
Hey man, you gotta be up. Let me sleep, man.
Well, you told us.
Don't wake me up and ask me if I gotta piss. Cause I'm asleep. I'm asleep.
Gotta get a piss jug, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. We ain't have any empty Gatorade bottles.
Bro,
We
I
need
tried
to-
on the way back. I couldn't do it, dude.
Oh, yeah, I
Something
can't do it.
about
I'm not
fucking
driving.
peeing in a car, dude. I can't do it.
That's why I hopped out and peed in the road.
I used
That's
to,
what I did.
I remember
Josh
doing it when I was
fucking peed in
younger.
the middle of traffic.
Oh yeah,
I
we
can't do it
were,
now.
we were
I
in
can't do it now,
New
bro.
Jersey, and we were like at a stoplight, and it was traffic.
He
and-
woke up and immediately said, I got pissed. Jumps out the car, fucking whizzing in front of traffic, and this girl, like, just running
like
his dong.
like in New York, man.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
passing
literally
through
city.
New York.
I had to pee, bro. Like it was either that or pee on myself, and that what happened.
I was saying you timed it right because as soon as you was done, the light turned green.
Yeah.
Oh, for real? Oh, I ain't gonna lie, I was pushing it. Like I was sitting there, like clenching my butt cheeks. Gotta get this last little bit out.
Good God, man. We were like, cut it, Josh. Cut it, cut it, cut it. I can't.
Yeah, bro, it wasn't no cutting it. Like it was gonna cut off, and as soon as I put it back in my pants, it was gonna go again.
Chris almost got caught with his dick out. We pulled over on the side of the road to switch drivers, and he was about to take a piss.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
cop, dude, the fucking cop.
Oh, my
Oh my
Dude,
god, dude.
yeah.
The thing about cops up north is that the alt feds, they're too nice. So like if they see a vehicle pulled over, they will stop and like see what's wrong, and like immediately, and
They won't leave until they make sure that you're right.
yeah, like literally, like until you pull off, they're not gonna pull off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm just pissing and switching, and we had like weed in the car and
Yeah.
a bunch of shit. And I'm like, okay, let's just go. I don't have to pee now. Like,
Yeah, dude, it literally took
it turned to dust.
15 seconds, dude, because like he was getting tired,
Yeah.
and I was like, dude, I'll switch with you real quick, yada yada yada. We pull over, and I'm like getting in the fucking driver's seat, and you're getting in the back to take a nap or some shit, and he's behind us. I was like, fuck. And Chris is in the other side of the truck. I'm like, bro, put your dick up, bro. Put your dick up. There's a fucking cop, dude.
I just started walking back. I start walking back, and I talk to him. He's like, "Man, you guys all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just tired, so we're switching."
It's like that time when you had to pee and the cop pulled up. Before anything, and this was probably like what, a year ago.
Dude, yeah, it was like last summer. Oh
Trey-
man.
Trey had to pee, so he jumped off the road to pee, and the cop did the same thing. And Evan decides, like, instead of, like, he's going to tell the cop that we're all right, but he sticks his head out the window. He's like, we're good. And the cop was not having it. Like, he was not trying to leave.
Meanwhile, dude, because I jumped over the guardrail, right?
Yeah.
It's a fucking hill, like a fucking slant like that. And I didn't know, dude. I was fucking pissed drunk. Jump over the fucking guardrail. I start tumbling, dude. I did not piss myself, thank God. But I should have. I get back up there. I see the fucking cop lights, dude. And I watch this whole thing play out that he's talking about with Evan doing a thumbs up. I'm like, he's like, get in the car. And Evan's like, where the fuck is Trey at, bro? And I'm like, dude, I'm already in the car. He goes, oh. And then the cop was like, well, I didn't see y'all driving, so and he just drove off. I was like, what the fuck? This shit was stupid.
Hey, wasn't that the same night that you hit that deer with the windshield? You remember the deer was on the side of the road? but we didn't hit it. But the windshield hit. Not the windshield. The
I don't think
mirror
that was the
hit
same night because we were coming from Kylie's that night.
Yeah.
That wasn't the same night.
Uh-uh.
Nah, that wasn't the same.
Okay.
That was
I
coming
got-
from Selma.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Mm.
I gotta stop smoking. So that's what did it, bro. Like it's all coming together.
Any other cool tour stories for me?
The dispensary was cool.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, oh my god. So we only found out about weed being legal after we went to Wahlburgers. That our waiter told us, like, he
Where
was
you
like,
at?
huh?
Where you at?
Oh, Boston.
Boston. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Boston, Massachusetts.
I didn't
And
know
like,
it was legal there.
yeah,
it
They
was-
just legalized it
we were
like this
eating.
year.
And dude was like, because Evan like broke his vape or something, and he's like, yeah, there's a smoke shop here and here and here, and then we were like, what? And he's like, yeah, there's like a dispensary or some shit, and we're like, what? Excuse me?
Casually see just people lighting joints on the side.
Yeah,
of the
literally,
road,
and
smoking.
you
it.
walk up,
Yeah.
and from the street view, it looks like an old Wells Fargo like bank, like literally like a professional bank. You go into the side, you walk in, it's literally, it still looks like a cathedral bank, dude. They have a vault in the back with like more weed, like medicinal weed, or like the medicinal patients go, and then they have the recreational side. And you just walk up, you say what you want, and they give you like a menu and shit. It was amazing. Oh, dude. And bro, like, even walking past cops, I was still nervous. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I'm gonna get fucking arrested. And this old dude that's like in a car, like pulls up next to us. We're just sitting like waiting for an Uber, and he's like, "Why y'all got the same white bag?" And he's like, "It looks like mine." It's like, oh fuck.
It's like people in Boston are legit.
God damn.
That was a fun story. man.
That was cool
I
shit.
definitely want to go back to there.
Yeah, no, that's
Definitely.
definitely.
That was fucking dope.
Haven't been yet. Haven't been.
Oh, you
Definitely
should.
recommended,
Gotta
dude.
go.
Definitely recommended.
People are fucking tight. Everyone's chill. I mean, they're always working on the fucking roads, but
We're doing
Yeah.
the same thing here.
Yeah.
Fuck.
they don't know to make a fuck.
Philadelphia, they milled up the road and just left it.
Yeah.
It's like they didn't even bother to pave it. It was like, all right, you good, you can drive on it.
One of the best show of this tour. Anything else from the tour?
I can't remember right now. I feel like on the way out, I'm gonna be like, hey, remember that?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Trying to like recap, man. Like we did a lot.
Yeah, it was a whole.
Like, I think every city we stopped at, we kind of walked around and shit. Like we got Philly cheesesteaks in Philly.
Oh yeah, nah, that was
It's like
that is something everybody should
The
experience.
poof
Yeah.
that I took after that cheesesteak was gorgeous.
That cheesesteak filled me up for the rest
Shit
of
in
the
my
day.
hand.
yeah, it was good, man. Pittsburgh was fucking cool. Oh, dude, yeah, like we walked like a whole fucking mile to a Chick-fil-A
yeah.
in Pittsburgh, and it turned
Yeah, I
out
almost fucking died.
it turned
Yeah,
out
so-
the Chick-fil-A was in like the campus, like a college campus, like Pitt.
It
And-
looked like fucking Hogwarts.
Yeah,
It
it was
just
crazy.
like Five Guys.
Yeah,
Fucking.
Then we had to chase our Uber down.
A little bit of fun.
Well, Evan had to chase the Uber.
Yeah, I chased the Uber down.
Evan chased the old man down. Oh my god.
the fucking horn incident in Pittsburgh. That shit was funny as fuck. All right, so like the Uber pulled over to like let us all out and everything, and I guess the person behind us didn't realize and everything. And it's like a dude and his girlfriend in the passenger seat, and like his girl, I guess, reached
Oh no,
over.
the girl was driving. The
Oh.
dude was in the passenger seat.
I got you.
And she laid on the
Yeah,
horn.
she was mad because we were taking too long to get out, and she just laid on the horn, and everybody just looked at the car, and I was looking at the guy because I mean I just looked and saw a dude's head. Everybody looked at him, and he looked at his girl like, "Why the fuck is she doing that?" And she was just like, so they like they went around as soon as the Uber pulled off, they pulled off, and it was like, damn,
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
This dude thought he was about to lose his jaw or something. God, dude.
It's like,
all
no, man,
all
just the
four of
car,
us
like,
got
we-
out at the same
Yeah.
time.
And like you get out of Uber, you get out kind of quick, trying not to keep
Yeah.
everything held
Yeah.
up and everything. So I guess
And
it
as
scared
we,
the
like,
shit
right
out of him.
Before the
Dude.
doors opened, she just happened to lay on the horn, so it just looked like everybody was getting out. Like, what's your problem?
I
That
saw
was-
my brother get out of a car from someone honking at him before. So
Bro,
got
we-
out, parked, put it in park, got out, knocks on the window. He's like, "What the fuck?" In
In that situation, like, oh man, if something happens, I gotta be on his side, but why did he put him in park? Like, it's like, bro,
I was laughing. I mean, this is old dude. He wasn't gonna do shit.
Oh, nah, I feel
I mean,
that.
dad. He was dad.
No.
He's got yelled at in front of by my brother, who is much smaller than me. I'm not a big guy. He's much smaller than me. His old dad getting yelled at, and then his kids, his wife and his kid are like walking. And you see them just like,
Oh God, Daddy.
Wait, how long have you guys been in band?
2.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started messing around at the end of 2016.
They've been a thing for like longer.
I've been jamming with him in bands since 2010.
Was you a
Josh.
jazz drummer?
Yeah, before I played in church, and really anything I could play, but before then, like I didn't play anything close to metal.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's I don't know who I was talking to. Someone was telling me that. And you had to like learning.
have you ever talked to Chuck? Because if you talked to him, it was probably him. Like that. That's who asked me to be in like my first band, and he showed me like the first 5 metal bands that I ever listened to. It's like I think Job for a Cowboy, August Burns Red. He showed me. I know he showed me some old Bullet from a Valentine stuff because he had the CDs.
I know he's big into Within the Ruins.
Within the Ruins. And I can't remember the last band. Yeah. Man, I'm not even gonna lie. I think it was Partway Drive because he was telling me that around the time like that you liked them, so like the style would probably be like a little bit like in that area. So he was like listening to them. You would have a good feel of like drum beats and stuff like to use.
Yeah.
And those were like really like the first bands that I listened to. And that was on the way to the first practice. Like, that was
just guessing. Like, all right, I can figure this out.
I think that next summer is when he really like took off because equipment was kind of limiting him at a point because it was just all basic shit.
Mm-hmm.
So he had maxed out the pedals like tension wise, and you know his feet were going faster than they could keep up with, so it wasn't sticking to his feet or coming up fast enough. So when he got some new equipment over the next summer, and he really started getting into like AVR and all that shit. So yeah, that's when it really took off for him, and I feel like he brings a unique approach to metal because he's a jazz-based drummer.
Yeah.
So he's like a lot of hand, and like his feet have always been like his weak point, as he would say. I wish I could put his hands on Patty's feet.
That's just cheating. Simply because Patty's feet is just phenomenal.
He's a robot with his feet, but yeah, he's definitely a unique guy. Puts a lot of sauce on it, for sure.
The sauce.
And I've known this guy.
Already.
I've known this guy for longer than I've known Josh, but we didn't start playing together.
We used to like bullshit.
Yeah,
like, we would bullshit in a basement with a guitar.
Yeah,
like,
just us
and
two.
then what was it, like 2013, 2014, around that area is when we started really fucking with bands together, me and you.
I think it was sometime in 2013 you had talked to some dude because you were in a band, and basically he was like, you had asked him about advice on what you should do, and then he was like, yeah dude, I'd go this route. And I'd already started working on like audio stuff and Pro Tools with what I had to work with, so we had that stuff together. And we played pretty much on and off for 3 years, and we just could never find the right
missing pieces.
Missing pieces. So we just kind of gave up at some point in 2016. We just kind of gave up, and I met the original bass player at like the last show that we played under that name, and started hanging out with him every day because he lived 5 minutes down the road. And that's when I started picking up 7-string. I'd never really played it before, but he's like, dude, as much as you're into guitar, you should learn it. So I learned that, and then the EP songs were pretty much, they weren't the first ones that were written, but the first ones were kind of ass. So, but the next like after the first couple of songs, the next ones ended up being the EP songs. Once I got pretty comfortable with it, so having that definitely kind of inspired like us because they were still around. We just weren't really actively doing.
We were still hanging out. We were still jamming and shit, but we
Yeah.
weren't really like being serious about it.
And
And then that Noah guy hit me up and was like, "Fucking, there's a guy named Chris Winterholler, like, who wants to do vocals in a band." So I hit him up. What can you lose? His fucking name on Facebook was like Zucchini Linguini.
Linguini, yeah.
I was like, dude, I don't know if this guy's gonna be like a meme or what, bro. But like, he come out, dude. He fucking wrecked that shit.
Yeah,
And then we just steadily put the pieces together, and it's fitting a lot better than it ever has.
Big cock.
we already had one song done at the time, and we were working on a couple of others. But that song was Clear Minded, and it was the first song that we ever wrote together. And me and Craig worked on it for about 2 months, just every night, just trying to get it dialed in. And we sent it to him a couple of days before he came out, and dude, he came in there and first 3 words he said, screamed. That was it. It's exactly what we thought it was going to be trash, to be honest, because everything else had been for the past 3 years. We weren't expecting that, and then just kind of fell in place from there. I mean, we tried to play it off like it wouldn't have been good.
Yeah.
Hey, so guys, you guys want me to come back? Am I in the band or what?
After the first vocals, we were like, bro, he's already in the band.
Yeah.
Like,
In our head,
we
that's how
wanted
it
to come back
was.
for the second audition.
ain't no second audition, bro. Like we taking this right now because if we take the time to search for other people, I just feel like it's going to be a waste of time at this point. We all knew.
And it's not like just he was really fucking good. Like, his personality is really good. Like, he's really easy to be around with. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's a fucking hella plus. You know?
You're gonna be in a van
It
for a week and a half straight.
You don't need to get along with the people.
this band was built on friendship, really.
It's
Yeah,
really
he
nice.
just fit right in, dude.
Yeah.
You have your problems, but like to have people that know that you might as well talk out through the talk through the problems and get them out the way so you can be good. That is better than somebody like, okay, I'm upset, so I'm gonna clam up, or like, because like we had issues with like other members where like we couldn't really talk until it was too late to talk about the issues. It was more or less like, this is what we have to do, and then you have to explain why because of all the issues that you didn't have a chance to talk about leading up to that point. So it's actually good to be able to talk things out like as soon as like as soon as shit happens, or like if somebody needs a little bit of time, give them time to like warm up to to talking about things. That's the good thing about this group. Like,
Anything you do, man, like, when it comes to a band, you can't take shit to heart and like get offended by it. Like, talk shit out and then fix the problem. And then
helps having this motherfucker too, man. Like, you gotta have one like really, really level-headed person.
I have my moments, dude. I have my moments where I'm like, not.
But I mean, even when you're not, that's like that little 2% of the time, somebody else probably gonna be level-headed because it's like
A lot of times, but I do have those moments though. Like, you might say you're not level-headed or whatever, but bro, I come to you a lot of times for advice on shit.
oh, that's the 2%. Hey, that's probably all you gonna get. Cause other than that, I just be talking shit.
We bond. I feel like some bands, they just get together for, they just want to practice and have the band go somewhere, and they really don't hang out in real life. We bond. Our bond is deeper than just the music itself.
We
hang
family,
out.
dude.
We
At the end of the
family.
day,
This
we
is
family.
this is like not blood family, but this is my family. So
How old are you guys? You said you're 25?
No, I'm 24.
24?
Yeah.
yeah.
24,
I
I'm
probably
25.
did say 25.
I'm the grandpa. I'm 26.
24, 25, 26. Will's 21 and Chris is 21, I think.
Yeah.
No, Will just turned 22, didn't he?
Yes.
21, 22, and then
Craig used to be the grandpa. He's a couple of years older than me.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was born in 90, so he's 20. He's 28, I think, about to turn 29, or he might be 29, about to turn 30. I can't remember what year he was born, but he's an old one.
I think he was born in 91, wasn't he?
No, he was born. He's 2 years older than me at least, and he'll have 3 years on me, I think. Yeah, October is when his birthday is.
No, his birthday in September, same day as my dad's.
Okay, so yeah, he'll have a couple months on me.
So wait, you were born in 92?
I was born in 92.
So he was probably born in
October.
1990.
Oh yeah, I think he was born in September 90.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was cool, and I don't think without him this would have ever really came to be, because it would have just been something probably different on a 6-string.
Yeah.
But
He was a big cog in the
Yeah.
things that, started it moving.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Especially with the audio stuff and like the stuff that he introduced us to and shit, man.
I think like the whole thing about it though was we were all at a low point,
Yeah.
and he was the catalyst that we needed to continue.
It was him, and
yeah.
then Chris came along, and like I said, those two things, man, like they pushed everything that we've worked for into like a different gear, kind of.
Yeah. Everybody had I mean, we were all excited about it as before, but we all knew that it was something that was going to be a different level than what we had done before. And yeah, we just, with this stuff, we just don't try to have any boundaries. We have the melodic stuff, we have the heavy stuff, just do what we feel like and just keep it that way. Because, I mean, I see bands try to stick to one sound.
Yeah, I feel like that's really constricting.
And
it gets stagnant.
Yeah.
And then when you want to
Exactly.
branch out, you get people that are so used to you staying in that
Shit
box.
on.
Yeah, you get shit on.
Shit, come back to Parkway. I mean, they got totally shit on for ire.
Yeah.
I was like, like even this last album, but this last album went down like really well. But I'm like,
Yeah. But Parkway
You got
themselves has
bored,
even
like-
said that they're not a metal band.
yeah.
I remember Winston
so
saying
we're a
that.
heavy band.
Yeah,
We're heavy music.
they said they defined themselves as hard rock.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they really did. Going into that album after what was it, Atlas? Yeah, they said hard rock. And I mean, their stuff now is like, I don't know of any other hard rock band out there that's doing mainly screams. Like
No.
that's a totally different thing that nobody's ever done yet.
People like, I know one of my brothers was like super, really doesn't like the album. I'm like, that's fair. If you like older Parkway, I get it. But I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, yeah, but they're like bringing that into mainstream. I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're playing festivals.
And that's the thing about it, to be able, like, eventually you're going to have to shape your sound to where it boats well with everybody. And I mean, if you don't keep yourself in a box, then you can easily do it and not lose whatever, like, core aspect of your music that you want to keep.
You're just free.
Yeah.
You're just free
Absolutely.
to do whatever. Like,
And most of our writing process, like the initial parts of it, is just jamming out and improv, really. Like, so to have that box that you have to try and write in on the fly just makes it that much harder. But if it comes out naturally, you make a recording of that and remember it, then it works out a lot better, because then you can piece it together in software. So
who do you guys have like is it like one of you guys that's primarily writing, or
It's mainly Evan.
okay.
Evan does a lot of the writing. Like, there's a part every once in a while, like, you
Yeah.
know, we'll put in from my shit, but like, Evan just like, it's mostly the connection that those two have. Those motherfuckers can jam out for like 45 minutes straight, and like,
Most of the
you
songs.
listen to it, and it's like, bro, did they like rehearse that? Nah, dude, it's just fucking jamming. And like, it's really good not to get in the way of that, in my opinion, because like I said, their connection, the way they can do it.
yeah,
When we actually piece it together, that's when it's good to have everybody's ideas.
Yeah.
Because we have
Like,
like
what-
the layout, but then we still don't know how to bridge some parts. and
Yeah,
everything.
there'll be certain parts where it's like you want to have somebody else come in and kind of like put in pieces and shit.
And that's the big thing. Like, everybody, like, when people chime in, it's like it's always at the perfect time, and it's always for, like, it is where it needs to be. It's not like you're trying to really like force something in there and be like, hey, we gotta throw this in there. It's more or less like,
it's trial and
What
error.
about
Yeah.
this?
It's just
Yeah.
really trial and error.
Mhm.
And I mean, like, the middle part of the new song was written last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it so sometimes we'll have parts we just don't know exactly where to fit them in that helps the song or serves the song.
and
'Cause
that
we
was
don't-
the
yeah.
part that you came up with.
Yeah, that they
Like,
came
Yeah,
they
you hit
came
that
up
clean shit
Yep.
and then just put that break
They-
you down shit.
Yep, they came up with it on the fly, and that ended up, being the part. Sometimes you just don't know until you hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's pretty much how it goes. Like, always wrote off improv, never MIDI mapped or anything like that. It's all jamming. So we read each other's mind at this point. Really. Like, he knows where I'm about to go with it. If he goes somewhere that I'm not expecting to go, like, I still know what he's going for, like, where he's going to. Yeah, we're always like, I don't know, it's weird. But
How would you say, like, the difference between first EP and second EP, like writing and all that?
I think we matured a lot for the second one. We tried to avoid doing the repeat every song type shit.
Okay, yeah.
We really tried to avoid, especially on Anger Issues. That's like the first song that we really did that didn't repeat at all. There was no repeating parts on that song.
we wanted a more mature sound. Like, the debut was good. It sounded like a band kicking off, their discography or whatever. But, for the next go round, we definitely wanted something that sounded like we had progressed as a band and just more mature. And same thing for, Black Plate.
This single is like it just goes deeper and deeper and deeper.
Yeah. So we just always, we're searching for that sound in our head, but I think Black Plate's gonna. I mean, the raw mix that we heard was just really good. So once they tighten everything up, I'm excited to hear it. Patty says it's good. I haven't heard it yet. So
If he say it's good,
yeah.
Shit's good.
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
He's got a good taste and opinion. So
Did you do drums? Did you do live drums?
yes.
Yeah. Okay. For the second one.
For the
both?
second. Oh yeah, for both of them.
Both of them. Okay.
Which
I think the live drums for the Crossways EP was live tracked, like, with him.
Yeah.
And he may have put some in there, but
Yeah, what he did, he ran the drums in, and he had samples that he had already taken from, like, when he recorded his other drummers and, like, different like samples that they took for, like, snares. And what they did, they would take they took everything that I played and put it in the program and put the samples over top.
Yeah.
So they just put a kick sample over top of my kick. So it was basically like everything that I played, but it was like just resampled.
Yeah.
And that was kind of other than, I don't know if Jamie did that, but that's my first time, like, seeing it happen. It's pretty cool.
yeah, I don't think Jamie did it simply because Jamie has the the setup for that down. Like, I think really with Exodian, they really don't have the space yet, which is okay. They can still make a killer product, but having the tangible room and the actual equipment to record with is a lot of money.
Yeah.
So his
Also drum editing.
Yeah.
and Jamie King at this point, he's been doing it for so long. He can just throw a a template, a custom template that he's made himself right over it, and that's going to sound pretty much perfect. He'll have to tweak it a little bit, but the drum sound that we got out of his studio and then Black Plate were they're top notch. And I'm hoping that we can just do the live drums for the actual master recording and not have any samples, because there's a lot of dynamics involved with him, with the ghost notes and everything, and you just can't replicate that with sample velocities.
And like cymbal hits even.
Absolutely. Or it's like cymbal or bell.
Yeah.
Like,
That's the thing, like they'll resample it and they have everything that I played, but the velocity might be way up. So like if I did a ghost note and then a pop on the snare, once they resample it, the ghost notes will be the same velocity as like the original hit. So they have to go in and tweak all that. But just having it to where I can record, and like at Black Plate, everything was just like it went straight in. Which I don't know if they're gonna go back and like put like a sample or something over it, but
I don't think they are.
No, man, that's
why
they have
talked
you.
about.
That's why they have you sample before you track.
Yeah.
oh,
Because while you're
oh yeah, they took my snare samples and then all my like one hitters.
Yeah.
Okay. all right.
exactly. So if they need to cut out audio waves or anything like that because of maybe a bad or miss hit
Yeah.
or whatever, they have what they need to replace that.
Well, yeah, they already took care of that before I even recorded.
Yeah. I mean, I like
They've been doing it. They've been doing it for a minute.
Yeah, man, like those
Yeah.
guys, The way they spit out ideas is just crazy. Like in the process of doing everything.
I like how they kind of get it right as they go too.
Yeah.
You know, just lining everything up and whatever. Like, you know, so that part's out of the way, and then when you go back to listen to it when you're done, it sounds. You know.
Did you try to watch Garrett edit on the fly?
Oh yeah, I'll definitely watch. I mean, he's using the same software,
Yeah.
so just watching him, you suck up a lot of stuff that you can use. You know.
They were saying that everyone, or like guys will come in and try to like watch him and pick up what he's doing while he's doing it, and they're just like watching, they just can't keep up with it because he's just go, and they're just watching like, wait what he's like nope,
You
nope,
just did
too slow.
30 things and I didn't even see the screen move. Like
It's all about memorizing the keyboard shortcuts. If you can do that and then get in a flow, you can go really quick with it instead of using the mouse primarily. Yeah, that's
Save your arm a little bit too.
exactly. That's the key to running a DAW efficiently. You gotta know all the shortcuts.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm still learning.
Take my time, like highlight.
I've been
drag it.
if I need to know a shortcut, I just be like, Evan.
I've been doing it for 6-7 years now, so I've still got a long way to go, man.
Do you, when you demo out stuff, are you just like programming drums, throw it on there, and then
yeah, we're using just a free drum program to get the MIDI in there, and then I still record like guitars through the pod, you know, and then vocals. We just have Chris sit down and write with a mic. That boy will write a whole song and track it in a few hours. Something that he's never even heard before. That's what he did for Malicious. All of that shit that we played for you, man.
Yeah.
Like, he sat down and wrote and recorded it in 2-3 hours.
I can't do that.
All
I have to like sit there, like listen to it.
You'd heard it a couple times before, right?
Like he do it while talking shit to us.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Like, it's not like he's like, all right, I gotta focus. It's like, bro, he write the lyrics and then because you
Tell
out.
Evan move his fucking head.
Smelly head, bitch.
I mean, there were times where I'd be like, I need to shut the fuck up. I'm doing something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's because we be playing too much.
Yeah, we do.
Stop touching my wizard.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's a process, but it's literally just tapping into how fucking crazy I can be, pretty much. Like, I don't know. It's a Slipknot thing.
And we also do that too.
I was about to make that joke, but I didn't know if you were like okay with that. Slipknot City.
Yeah, we want to get to the point to where we can record our own stuff. So I think that's a big reason, not only to help us with the writing, but you know, every time it improves that much more with the demos. So
Save time, save our wallets.
Yeah, and also, you know, like when you take that to a studio, they get the full picture of what you're going for. Like even if it's a little shitty, you know, they can still like pick it up, and they have time to sit down with the song and kind of maybe jot down some ideas of what they may change or want to try with it. So that really helped coming in with them because they were already familiar with what was about to happen. So they, you know, they had a plan of action ready for us by the time we went in.
And not having to go in and like, because I know they do like a live playthrough recording with a lot of bands where to get the time changes and all the little things like that.
Right.
They don't
need to do that.
Exactly. You've got it all done out. You're just like, this is what we're doing.
It takes all the bullshit out of it. They know exactly what to expect from us, and they can work with that and around that. And it just, you know, me understanding audio production, and pretty much everybody in the band at this point, you know, understands the process and everything. It helps so much when you have somebody come in with everything ready, you know, because there's most of the time people come in, they don't even know how to play to a click, and I've seen it before. It's bad, and you have to think on your feet with that, you know, because like Zach, who did the Crossways EP, like there's bands that have come in that were so bad that he had to go back and retrack everything, and that's part of the life, and that's what separates a good one from a great one. And he's definitely nailing that down really fast. Like, he can think on the fly and get shit done at the same speed, whether it's a bad band or a good band. And yeah, I'm definitely not at that level. If you don't know your shit, then I really
goodbye.
Yeah, I really couldn't help you like get recordings done, But that's the part that I'm trying to learn too, is thinking on the fly with somebody who really doesn't know what to do. Or what they need. So
yeah, having a vision for somebody else's track, like
exactly,
that's the crazy thing.
Exactly,
especially a track that you get just getting right there. It's like, all right, I can see where you guys could take this to like the next level if you wanted to. You know, like, because some people just want the track how they want it.
Exactly.
But if they're willing to take your ideas, you gotta be willing to, I guess, like give them out at least.
Yeah.
Sound advice too. Not just like, all right, do this because I said so.
We're working on getting all the equipment for that kind of stuff, and we're hoping to eventually partner with Exodian to start getting stuff out. It's just the equipment at this point. The tracks are pretty much already good enough to just send off to Zach for mix and master. They just need to get the equipment to be able to do a band, because there's some bands that come in that want live drums. We can do MIDI drums, no problem, but we just don't have the equipment for that yet. So once we get everything lined up, I definitely want to start dabbling in that and get my experience up with that, because those guys, like Chris was saying, they've opened us up to DIY a lot, opened our eyes up a lot from before we met them. We were it was all talk, but we've actually busted ass and done a lot of things ourselves since then, and they've been a great learning tool, because they do everything. I would love to get to that point, because
How long have they been a band?
About the same amount of time. I think they based off of when they created their Facebook page, which was like a couple of months before us, so at the end of 2016. So it's been about the same amount of time, and we have about the same following, same size. So it was good for both bands to get in there and turn their fans on us and vice versa.
Except they're better.
Yeah, I mean they have it all down. It seems like to a science at this point. So we're definitely working on getting to that point, because I don't want to have to hire somebody to do anything really that we couldn't do ourselves. Like, maybe down the road, we'll go through an agency to like tour book and stuff like that, because that helps. You just send them a list of dates, pay them whatever, and then they line that up for you, and that's it.
There's a level of I think that there is a point to where you have to.
Absolutely.
There's a point where if you guys want to go to the next level, you have to take that investment.
Absolutely. Yep. And I mean, it's if it keeps going at the pace that it's been going, and we're all able to invest more time into the touring aspect of it, then it's probably going to be needed at some point. But right now we just have to do everything ourselves and get a budget to where we can do that. Which has been going well so far. I mean, it paid for our gas on tour, which is all we could ask for, because that's 3,000 miles,
Yeah.
So it's definitely getting there. We just take it one step at a time. Show.
Are you guys doing another tour anytime soon?
We definitely want to.
Not soon, but
Not. I mean,
yeah.
you're already getting ready. That's the.
Oh yeah.
This is like.
There's a couple of bands that we have that we're going to talk to here in a couple of weeks, that we definitely want to tour with, and we're gonna see if they can. We'll figure out like a weekend run, or maybe like a week run in the southeast, because we've done northeast now. Want to hit southeast. So, and those guys have been on multiple tours. They're month long, and they get around. So definitely want to hop on something with those guys, and that would definitely be great for both of us. And they're from Tampa, so
Wait, who are you talking about?
Fourth Teller. Yeah, it's a band called.
Is that something familiar?
Because they played
Oh,
here
yeah, a couple times.
plenty of times, and they
They're on
are,
that show that we have in.
it was a Selma show, but they're actually playing with Mother Sound and Sepher at Skylark.
All right.
So
yeah, Charlotte.
yeah, so yeah, those guys we've met and we've known for quite some time now, and we actually might shoot a music video with those guys as well, because Tom, I think he's the drummer from Fourth Teller, right? He did our Mood Swings video. That was the first edit he sent back to us after he had got it done. We didn't change shit.
Yeah.
That was it. I paid $75 for that thing, man. He's single camera. That motherfucker knows his craft, and you know, if we needed it, a video studio would be accessible to us if there were certain parts that we needed. So they have all the tools in place, and they know what needs to be done. So we want to do another legit music video, something that's not a live video, since we've kind of already done that.
Yeah.
Something that's more of a scripted thing. So we got a couple of contenders in mind for that, but those guys we already know do great work. So, and it's affordable. which for us is a big.
One of the biggest things. Like.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that one he did for us was professional as fuck. Like, we didn't expect nothing like that. Nothing like that. So.
Especially not for 75.
Yeah, and you know, they're a DIY focused band too. Like a couple of the guys from Fourth Teller own or they run a screen printing company. What's it called again? Do you remember?
I can't remember.
Trey. What's that merch company that Convicted Printing.
Did you want to know?
Yeah, I was about to say you want to grab one.
Yeah, so Convicted Printing, and they do.
Could you grab me one too, Trey?
Yeah. Hey Trey, can you grab me one, man?
You want one?
Sure.
Hey, grab me like 3. I gotta drive.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Did you want one, Trey?
Yeah. I asked before heaven.
But yeah, those guys are DIY, and you know, they're doing good for themselves in that.
See that pour?
Wait
Wait for it.
No phone?
Oh.
Ooh.
Sex.
Fuck.
Suck the skin on
I'm
that.
doing this for years.
Let me go ahead and take a sip out of your beer.
Alright. It's not bad.
So you go to state, right?
No.
Oh.
Nope.
I went to Merida.
Oh, word. What was your major?
Nutrition.
Oh,
Makes sense.
And then I went also back to school in Iowa for kinesiology and human performance.
Okay.
I was a personal trainer for a little while.
Fucking Hercules.
Basically.
Hell yeah.
That's basically what that whole degree is. But I was like, fuck that shit. I knew, like, in my third year, I was like, oh, I took a nutrition course. I was like, oh, I want to do nutrition. But my school didn't offer it. I was like, I'll just finish up and I'll just leave Iowa.
Fuck.
This was, school was my excuse to leave Iowa. So I got out.
Fuck it, man. Do what you want to do.
Oh, music.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, music. They're related, right?
Yeah.
They're related in some way.
Nutrition.
They're related, okay?
I mean,
It will work out.
You can't really play music if you're not alive.
It's a fact.
Nutrition is a part of that.
Have you heard Michael Jackson's little
Oh, Ooh.
That boy released the whole album. Dead.
What do you guys got? Okay, we talked about the shows. What else? And like the black plate stuff. What's next?
Oh man.
Let's
Writing, hopefully.
Yeah.
Writing, hopefully.
So you're working on. You guys thinking another EP, full length?
I want to go full length.
Yeah.
Right.
We're thinking about doing a bunch of singles and kind of like building up to the full length.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's like we kind of discussed it and thought maybe that'd be the way to go.
Be like
Yeah,
promotion
Yeah,
and then
there's a
leading up
band
to
out
it.
there that did pretty good with it that we were watching. It's called Quiet Kind. So basically, what they did was they released like 9 or 10 singles, and then after that, they just put all those singles on an EP.
It's a year.
And yeah,
It's a
exactly.
year of promotion content. It's
Exactly.
Yep.
So people already know all the songs and you put it together, but it also helps a band for like, especially if you're not signed to a label, you know, it helps save money and it gives you constant streaming content,
Mhm.
you know, on a scheduled basis. Like people see the progression and they see the content. You know, instead of just putting out an EP, say here's the EP, here's a single off the EP, and then it's done and gone. You know, you have a constant album and then constant. You know.
what John was saying from Blacklight. He was saying that you get people listen for about a month. Whatever the content that you put out, people listen for about a month. So if you do that, you know, that's 9-10 months of content, and then you release the full album, and then you get another month out of that.
Exactly.
It's
And then, like, say if you do like 9 singles, but like on the CD you have like 12, that's still more months of the songs that it
You
did.
still have 2
Exactly.
songs that
yeah.
Yeah,
And that's the
like,
thing,
they
you
did.
could get them all done at one time,
Mm-hmm.
and then nobody really knows them.
And
So
if you
can
record them all at once, you save money.
exactly. So while all that's going on, and you already have all these songs done and ready, then you know when it comes time to have more content to release, you've been working on that the
Mhm.
whole time,
Yep.
and people think you've been working on the new stuff.
Yep.
So it's you know that's definitely something that I want to slip into, but I do want to do an LP. That's definitely the next big goal is to do that because we've done the EP, you know.
Twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
about to have another single, and we've
I'm assuming the single will be on the full length.
Yes, it
Yeah,
will.
from what I heard, it
But,
might be number 3.
the direction personally that I want to take it is how the single sounds,
Mm-hmm.
but in the same sense, the melodic metalcore groovy kind of stuff, like I like that stuff, you know, but at the same time seeing the crowd performance when we're playing the heavy shit is like fuck. Like that's what I like to see. So
Yeah. And then and you know sometimes like especially if we're not you know playing first or whatever, we kind of got a feel of the vibe and we can like change our set list around on the
Exactly.
fly. We'll have some heavy
and
heavy hitting songs for
That's-
like hardcore shows, and then if there's some singing in the bands, you know prior we can throw in some singing as
yeah,
well.
that's what like most of our music is. It's diverse. Like when people ask us like, "Oh, what's your genre?" Like, fuck if I know.
Yeah.
we play metal.
I just say heavy.
Yeah, very heavy.
It's heavy music.
Play heavy.
What does it matter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
Like when my mom's friends ask me like, "What do you play?" Heavy.
You fucking elitist. Leave me alone.
5 and 600 pounds.
Saint Zeppelin, motherfucker.
No, that's
No, but just clean it up.
You still got chips in there, bro.
Oh,
I hear it
yeah.
touching.
got that DP.
First,
That's a tight fit, boy.
dang, boy.
But then
See it past it.
She's
past it.
After that, y'all just gotta live together because you ain't getting back out.
Why does this look like a box of baby wipes?
Because you just got back from tour. It's fucking PTSD, bro.
It's not even Eskimo brothers. It's like Saran Wrap brothers. Like, it's like so tight.
You got a condom? No, I got a ladies' chip bag.
I had a teacher in high school who said just get a he's like just get a bag of bread and some zip ties. I was like, what? What?
So you take the bread and you zip tie it on the end.
No, you take the bread bag.
Just the bag.
No bread.
Yeah.
No bread.
No bread.
No bread in the bag.
Just-
The bread's for the bed.
I'll see now. He's on some next level shit.
Make the bed out of the bread.
Oh shit.
How you get it off? Oh, your dick just got soft. You get.
Yeah.
No, you gotta latch that bitch up good. That zip tie gotta go under your ball sack. Like, you gotta
Oh my
get there.
fucking god.
Like, yeah, bro. It ain't no good soft.
Your balls are caught up in there, bro. Like that. I don't know if I like that. I want them to be free at least.
You gotta cut the zip tie off.
Oh,
Going down there.
bro, it's like, oh man, I've only got like my junk caught in the zipper one time, and
this is not. What is the story about?
Where's this
He's
guy?
gotta be a man.
oh yeah, it taught me how to be a man and how to call on a real man to unzip my pants for me. Because you know it's kind of like when it's a pimple that you don't want to pop yourself, because you be like, man, when I feel the pain, I'm not gonna put that much pressure on it. So if I call somebody else, they just gonna go ahead and pop it. So, you know, I was like, bro, if my meat gonna come out of the zipper, like, I'm gonna have to call my dad. So that's what I did. And, you know, he was like, it's gonna hurt. And he unzipped it. And I was like, I knew I wasn't gonna be able to do that. Like, no way. So, like, after that, like, I'm careful. That's why I went.
How'd your meat end up in the zipper?
Well, you know, when you're young like me, you know, especially around 5 or 6, you know, when you're having fun outside, and then you're going somewhere and your parents like, you gotta use the bathroom before you go. You just go in there and whip it out, pee, and you zip it up while you're still peeing because you're just in a rush to go. Yeah, and that's what happened. You know, I went in there and I peed, and as soon as the last drop fell, I was putting it in my pants and zipping it up at the same time, and I caught like the bottom part of my meat. Yeah. And it was a time. It was a time.
I did that shit too, bro. When I was a kid, man, I used to go commando, and ever since that time, I don't go commando anymore. Not if I'm wearing jeans, dog. Fuck that shit.
Oh yeah, bro. If you wearing jeans, you better have like some boxer briefs and make sure they take your meat and like tuck it. There's no way that it's gonna get caught. Like, if anything, you might just get some pube hair. Like.
Where did this podcast go? What just happened?
They're fucking telling
All we do
us,
is talk
man.
about dicks.
Sounds like a bang.
I mean, shit, I have it branded on me for life.
I was there.
Yeah, we was holding my hand.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah,
Why?
I'm a dick.
Yeah, it was for Harambe.
Yeah, I got Harambe too.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Chris, and I'm a dick. Here, let me prove it to you.
Well, at least he's all about the animals.
Yeah. Fuck me.
Our Lord and Savior.
Bro, let's all just get matching. Like, I love Harambe tattoos. You got one on your thigh, we might as well get
I
one
don't
on
got
your
no
thighs
room,
too.
dude. I'm not getting.
Get it to where you can cover it up.
Only Spencer does it right.
Oh god. Ooh,
No.
that needle was deep, son.
Oh,
me too, bro. That's really gonna itch for the rest of my life.
damn, I ain't even know. How long have you had that one?
Since I've had this
Yeah,
one.
I got that the same day.
It was great.
You drank 2 40s and tattooed us.
We were about naked together. It was lit.
You know, it was a good day.
Long live the naked boy.
Nikki boys.
Walking home drunk as fuck. It was great.
You're not supposed to drink when you get tattooed.
No, I wasn't supposed to drink in general.
Besides the age.
I'll take it.
When life happens,
Sometimes
You just do
Take it.
you just take it.
advantage of it.
You take it. Someone had tattoos. I was like, I want one of those. I did it. It happened.
That's what happened to me. I was watching my brother-in-law get tattooed, and I was like, well, it's time for me to think of some stuff to put on me.
That's exactly what happened like 2 weeks ago. I was like, I don't have any tattoos. I was like,
Do you know?
what?
Do you know?
No.
Oh,
Well, no, it was 1 week ago. Literally when I burned this. And I was like, watching someone get tattooed, I was like, I gotta get get tattoos. I was like, I mean, I've always wanted tattoos anyway, but I was like, I've got to get some now.
Word of advice: do not watch anybody get one because you're gonna be compelled to get one.
Nope.
If you have enough money in your pocket, you're gonna go ahead and be like, "Yeah, bro, just go."
That's the problem. Just get my whole body covered.
See, that's what I want, like my whole torso, other than my arms, like the torso and my legs.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Will's about already there. Right?
yeah, he's
I got the
like
opposite
with.
of what he's going for. I'm not doing my torso. Hopefully do it more. Hopefully get more on my face.
Bro.
How bad does that hurt?
Not at all.
No?
No, that's brutal. Actually.
Yeah. Really?
It was the least painful of every tattoo I've ever had. Like my neck hurt. My neck hurt pretty bad, but like my stomach was. Whew, it's a big piece, but.
Yeah, I
I
feel
can't
like
imagine the neck. Okay, the Adam's apple area freaks me out. Like I can't imagine getting tattooed over it.
Yeah, he was like holding my head back when he was doing it too. Cause like, yeah, I know your body's trying to tell you not to do that. No, don't let someone do that to you.
So you gonna put me in the full Nelson and tattoo?
Have one of those medieval torture devices where you're just like,
all right, now get him. Imagine like going to get a tattoo and that's how it was. It's like you lay right here, we gonna get Big Bob to subdue you.
Big Bob.
And then we just gonna tattoo you for hours.
Knock you the fuck out.
Yeah.
Anytime you wake up, just fucking deck you in the fucking forehead. You're done.
You gonna wake up and you gonna have a titty on your forehead, but you gonna be tattooed.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, you drink that whole thing?
No. What are you talking about? I'm that too. I'm just collective.
Oh, I see.
You see?
Yeah.
You got any more good stories for me? Over the years, 2.5 years.
oh man.
no.
There's
Everyone's got
a
some
lot of
ugly ass
stories that
toes.
probably can't be told.
There's a lot of stories, yeah, like Will said, there's a lot of stories that can't be told because it's probably illegal, very illegal.
Yeah.
No.
Now the legal stories.
Fuck, dude. Like, there's been so much shit that's happened. Where you going?
Nowhere.
Oh, it's not
Pictures. Yay.
Let me grab my nipples.
Wow.
Fuck.
Oh,
It's like the dad at the graduation. Oh my gosh, the son.
sick, dude.
But so I would not have remembered to take pictures. I am terrible. Nick has to remember every time. I never remember.
Shit. Oh, see, that's me.
I feel that though.
It's like
It's sideways,
whatever
so
part
fuck it.
like that I really control. It's like that's all I remember. You'd be like, hey, you gotta do pictures.
Josh, look at your face, bro.
What's I must have been
It's
talking.
like the promo.
I'm really
pictures
trying to
for
think of like some cool stories, bro.
Yeah, someone sent me those. Where? They're not in the chat.
What?
The promo pictures for the tour? They kept texting all those?
Yeah, did you see that?
Chris sent
Weed,
Chris
yeah.
sent them in the group chat.
No.
They're
A
like
long
deep
time
in
ago.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're probably covered up by like a whole lot of other shit.
They're in
Whole
the
lot of
meme
bullshit.
chat. Are you in the meme
It's
chat?
like, bro, you
Memes are
get
dope.
what you need to find
No.
out, and then it's like
Fuck you guys.
112
Fuck
messages
that
with
like
like
you
a whole lot of.
It's a dead chat,
I'm
dude.
thanks. There's so much.
Yo, no, don't
There's so
add me
much
in
shit in
there.
our group chat.
Kevin
It's
just
just
texted
like-
me, though.
Fuck it.
Shit about dicks and like balls and some dude wanted to have sex with another dude.
I used to
Nick Morgan.
check the band chat when I got off work. And by the time I got off work, it was easily like over 200 messages. Like,
I can't keep on with this shit.
Check
Bro.
the most recent. I'm like, tell me what I need to know.
oh, I used to go back and like, if I had time, I'd go back and read
Yeah.
everything because it was like. Those guys are comedy, bro. Like, you just go through and see some shit, and you be like, all right, like, I needed that.
Mostly you gotta go back through and make sure ain't nobody clowning your ass. Like, you know what I mean? I'd be going back through shit like, damn, they talking shit about me.
Bro, you go through and be like, damn, bro, like, 100 messages, I ain't no damn 98 was about Shit get real.
It'll be that one message with like 3 at Josh at Will. Damn, I gotta read this one.
Yeah, that's how it is. It'd be like somebody tagged you with a message. Okay, so this one is really,
this is
really weird.
But it's like 4 refreshes up. So like,
Yeah, it's scrolling for days.
Good God.
I hate when you guys send a whole lot of pictures, and
memes, right?
it just so happens to come when my data's low. So like it takes forever. I'm on the first picture and you guys are laughing at the 10th one. And I'm like, I'm gonna laugh too. Like I'm gonna be included. I gotta laugh tomorrow. Like you got what you did yesterday. It was so funny.
Josh, shut the fuck up. It was funny yesterday. Get your data up.
Hey, that's straight talk.
Oh hell.
I do got one story that was like one of the first couple shows that I just remembered. At Drunk Horse. Motherfucking, alright, I think you were there for it. Like, I don't know if you had left yet or not. But fucking, so we played like our second show at Drunk Horse and shit. And like, you know how the bathrooms are at Drunk Horse? Like, this is right next. You haven't been to Drunk Horse? So, fucking, dude, yeah, well, they're not really open. It's just like the girls' bathroom and the exit are right beside each other, right? So I'm coming out, and I don't know if I was drunk or not. I don't think I was. I think I had Kyle driving that night, which is my best friend. But so I was like going to go outside, and I ended up walking in the fucking girls' bathroom and shit. And I was like, I walked in, and like I saw what was going on. I was like, oh shit, my bad. And this crazy girl, bro, she like, nah, it's cool, dude. Like, it's just a bathroom. I was like, yeah, it's the girls' bathroom, dog. I ain't trying, because I'm not trying to be disrespectful. It's like nothing like stupid. It's just like, I'm not trying to fucking catch an eyeful of something that I didn't need to see, you know? And she's like, nah, it's cool. Come in here, bro. It's just a room. I was like, my girlfriend's outside. If she decides to come inside,
not gonna like this.
Yeah, if she decides to come inside and like go to the bathroom and sees me in the girls' bathroom with some other girl, dude, that's not gonna be good for me. So I'm like fucking trying to get out of the situation, dude. My buddy Nick, he's like walking by and I'm like, Nick, get the fuck over here. Like, come help me. He's like, what's up, bro? I was like, dude, talk to her or something. And so like I abandoned his ass, bro. Left him to deal with it, bro. So like we're outside and I'm talking to Hillary. I'm explaining this situation just in case somebody saw me walk out of the bathroom. I was like, look, this is what happened, yada yada yada. Nick comes out, the fucking Drunk Horse dude, face red as fuck. He's like, you fucking ever do that shit to me again, bro? He was mad as fuck. I was like, dude, it's better than you and me. You ain't got a girl. Like, ain't nobody gonna be mad at you. Yeah, that was like probably the fucking first stupid crazy moment that I've ever had.
Oh, I just remember. Alright, so you remember we were in Boston and we were smoking in the car and we couldn't find Evan for like 30 minutes. so we're smoking, and after I finished smoking, I was like, man, I gotta pee really bad. And
Why do all of your stories have to do with this?
oh, bro, like either I gotta pee or I gotta take a dump. Like it's one of the two. But bro, like this time I had to do both, but I was like, I gotta pee first. So in their bathroom, you know, it's a stall and a urinal, but it's really like a one-person bathroom because the stall has no like door. So and apparently the lock doesn't work. So so I go in and I try the door, and the door is locked. You know, the knob doesn't turn. But as soon as I release it, it clicks, like it unlocks. So I was like, that's weird. So I open the door, and Evan's sitting on the toilet, like, and he's like this. So I can see, like, he looked right up at me. And as soon as I opened the door, he was like, bro, tell them not to come in here. And I was dead because all I know is that the door was locked. So I expect to open it up and it's probably just somebody right there peeing. And like, he just sitting there like he on his phone, the whole office set up. He's just like, bro, it's about to be bad.
And then I didn't have to shit anymore.
When I left, 30 seconds passed by, he was coming out.
Boy, I was about to take the Browns to the Super Bowl. Boy, they was about to win like 1,000 to nothing.
But you cut it off during the first quarter.
I cut it off before the coin toss. We stopped it right there, bro. I went down the street later on when I had to go again. Yeah,
I know they got tired of us because
I
disrespect like 30 minutes before you did it.
Yeah.
In there.
Dude, we both disrespected that bathroom.
Oh, we all did.
Oh, that's what tour is, getting comfortable taking dumps. Like,
I just invited. I just been like, dude, come on in. You're the next contestant on smelling my shit.
And then you gotta walk in there and everybody look at you like, what you want to eat? I don't want to eat nothing. I'm only gonna be here for like 10, 15 minutes tops. Then you gotta walk out with your head down like I ain't just do that.
The walk of shame.
I had to walk by, man, and all the people that were standing at the counter when I walked in was standing at the counter when I walked out. They just looked at me like, you walked back there 15 minutes ago and came back out. We already know what's going on. I was like, hey, it'd be like that. That's what
got shit.
Exactly. If you guys didn't want people to sit in your bathroom, you should have took the doors off the damn stall. If that's the case,
that'll stop it real quick.
I would have walked right back out. I would have went down the street trying to know.
Well, see, if there was just a urinal there, I still would have shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Long as that door locked.
Now, boy, I would hate to have walked in the bathroom and seen you hunched over the urinal. Like, bro, please. Please don't tell me. You don't tell me.
It wasn't me, bro.
Swansea.
Oh, fuck, another one. Good God. When we were coming back, I'm gonna put this disclaimer out there. Evan is a scary driver. He's a good driver. He's scary.
Yeah, right back at you.
Oh.
Right back at
He
you.
does a jet every day.
I'm a race car driver. No, but we were coming back. Evan was getting off an exit. We were all like kind of sleeping, and he kind of hits a bump. Josh like gets up and then he runs a stop sign. Josh says, "Ran a stop sign," and then passes. Wide the fuck awake, looks around, ran a stop sign.
Yeah.
Sleep.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like we were talking about that on the way up here, I think. No, it was like earlier today, but yeah, I hit that shit and I had already planned on running the stop sign. I'm trying to get my ass home. He wakes up, sleepy voice, he's like, "Hey bro, I think you guys ran a stop sign." And I was like, "Yeah, I meant to do that."
Hey bro, you meant to do it? Alright.
I did. We did.
Make sure nobody else is surprised as I am.
And then fucking New York, that fucking spot in New York they were going through scared the shit out of everybody.
Oh
too.
yeah, you guys were asleep.
Yeah, we were
asleep,
asleep, and we woke up to him like fucking jerking hard, right? Like everything fucking sliding to the side of the goddamn truck.
So
Evan, what the fuck? It's construction's fault, bro.
Dude, like they were doing these tight ass roads, and then they had like 10-foot construction barriers upon everything, so you couldn't see like around a turn, and it was going up a hill and around a turn, and then all of a sudden you had an opening right there, and I was like, "Fuck this! I'm not missing this," because I had already got turned around a couple of times trying to figure it out. So I whipped that bitch. I whipped that bitch. I don't care if everybody woke up. Shit.
We gotta be considerate of your son.
Oh boy, if we would have missed that exit, we would have had to drive around the whole city again. That was.
Yeah, because that other path won't taking us nowhere close to where that one was. It was going to take us all the way up, and it was going to be another 10 minutes before we got back around that spot.
Oh, toll roads, Jesus.
Y'all went
Yeah,
back.
dude, if you go north, avoid tolls, bro. It's worth that extra 30 minutes of driving.
Because like,
that's what we
our
did.
trailer, what was it? We spent like
It was 3 axles. So it was usually like $10 or $20 more every single time, simply because we had a trailer.
Yeah.
But if we would have put in avoid tolls on the way up there, yeah, it might have been 30 minutes to an hour longer trip. But fuck it, you didn't have to waste $60 or $80.
Just
on
Pennsylvania. It was Pennsylvania. We had $60 worth of tolls just in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
After that shit, bro, like,
And it's
nah,
not like
we
it's
didn't
not
hit any
nowhere.
tolls anymore.
The roads were shit.
Yeah.
They had a blackout area.
Oh yeah.
It was bad. I'm like, where the fuck are these fucking dollars going?
It's like half the city lit up, then you turn down this one street and it's just
It's
dark.
just
Curfew.
crackhead, dark,
Yeah.
crackhead. someone's getting fucking stabbed.
It's really all a scam, man. Just to make money. Our tax dollars go into paying for the road, and then we have to pay tolls to drive on it.
Yeah,
Makes sense. You know, makes total sense.
Yeah.
Actually,
I was
makes no
saying,
sense.
stop bringing that shit down here, dude. North Carolina didn't have tolls until like what 5 years ago, something like that.
Bro, 540 gets me every fucking time.
Dude,
Jesus
fuck
Christ.
tolls, bro.
I can't-
Get that shit up north, dog.
I try my best to miss it, and bro, they get you on the exit ramp that goes into it. They get you like halfway through it, and
They
then
get you on the exit and entry.
yeah, and it's like two of them. Like when you're actually on 540, you go through two, and then it takes you off. Like,
Yeah.
I know I owe like Raleigh at least like $80-some. Like,
Damn, you get that shit taken care of, bro.
oh yeah, I gotta go pay it because they're gonna mess around and take my insurance.
Yeah.
What is it? Yeah, they like cancel your insurance.
No, you can't get it re-registered. Like once your tags run out,
Yeah.
they like since it's associated with your tags and shit like that. You
Yeah.
can't get it re-registered until you pay it.
Well, I still got some time, but I'm gonna go ahead and pay them.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I would too, bro.
Yeah, because they don't have the authority to like make you pay it, but the DMV does.
Yeah,
I know
So-
the last time I got on the road, bro, I was hitting the exit and I could see from like, you know, a long ways away that I was about to get on the road. I almost stopped and put it in reverse. Like, bro, I already owe them so much money. Why am I doing this to myself again?
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid
get
that.
pulled over. Well, if you didn't want me to reverse, don't put a toll on the fucking road.
Why do we even need this road anyway?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like I said, North Carolina was one of the states that didn't have any like 5 years ago. And
Yeah,
then
that is true.
They brought the shit down here.
Didn't really have any need for them. Still don't. I
No,
mean,
we still really fucking
not many
don't.
people use 540.
That's
You go on
exactly, bro.
540
Because
and
we
like-
don't fuck with this shit down here, bro. Like,
Well, it's all for people that are doing like the research triangle thing. Like it's just people that are doing that. Like,
yeah.
Like they're gonna make their money off of those businesses.
Oh yeah.
So fuck them.
Well, they make a whole lot of money off of me.
It's big whack. I fucking hate tolls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fucking hate it.
for you.
Avoided those like the plague on the way back down.
For real. I
south.
think we spent $2 on the way back just because we accidentally took an exit.
Yeah, dude,
So it wasn't that bad, but like I said, going through Pennsylvania, bro, $60 fucking dollars.
Yeah, dude, that one little spot where we were like in between Jersey and Pennsylvania, like I took a wrong turn like 3 or 4 different times and kept looping back around. And every single time, I took all of the routes I could have possibly took, and every single one of them ended up rerouting me. I'm like, what the fuck? So I just took one, and it ended up being the turnpike. And I was on, which is a toll road, but it's basically an interstate. That's a toll road.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that shit, I was on for like 5 minutes, and then I pull up, and I'm like, good Lord, I gotta pay $20 again. And she said $2. I was like, oh, okay. Well,
I can afford that.
that's nice. And then after that, it had kind of, like, we were on 95 some, but it got us off at toll points, and it would kind of route us around back roads and then put us back on 95 once we had got through that portion. So, yeah, because we'd have paid $60 on the way back down, too.
Yeah.
Fuck all that, dude.
I like sightseeing though, man.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
If we
everything
take the
is-
back roads, you see a little bit more, because the interstate is just, nothing.
When I drove here, I ended up on this on this fucking road going 35, like between like.
Where's the bathroom?
It's just that door right there.
Okay. It's between like. I was staying between like 20 and 40 going down this highway in the mountains of like. It's like Ohio to West Virginia.
Oh,
And I'm just like,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm just going, I'm like going 45, and then I'm like, oh shit, fuck, man.
bro, driving in West Virginia or like just in that region, bro, the roads are wild. And then like it'll take you to where like it's sunny and you're going down the road, and then you
Then
take
there's
a
thunderstorm.
you take a turn and you
Fuck.
end up like to where the mountains block the shot, like blocks the sun, and it's just dark. It's like, bro, what the fuck are we at? It's so crazy shit, man.
It's pretty as hell, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's pretty as hell, dude.
You know, we was when we were coming through Harrisburg. It's something in Harrisburg that I ended up seeing a post about. It's like a kind of like a tourist attraction. I was like, dang, bro, we went right by it. It's like a what is it? 3 Mile Island. I think that's what they call it. I'm gonna have to search it up, but I think so. It's like 3 Mile Island. And it's in Harrisburg, I want to say. But I was like, bro, we passed right through there. Man, I didn't see shit. 3 Mile Island, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Question mark?
Yes. I had to really think about it. 3 Mile Island. Oh, yep. 3 Mile Island, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Oh. Okay. That's what it is.
What?
It was a I'm guessing it was a nuclear generating station that had a meltdown. And so I guess you could go out there and actually see like the
So like some Chernobyl shit, bro.
Yeah. That's
Dead people.
bro, what if they didn't go out there and clean it up and you just go out there and be like, well, these people were here.
See some fucking wolves with 2 heads and shit.
Now, I'm not even gonna lie. I would like to see that. I mean, Chernobyl is just way too far, so I mean, I could just go out there and be like, hey, Chernobyl. No, 3 Mile Island. Chernobyl!
Close enough. Fuck you.
I would do some shit like that, bro. This is 3 Mile Island. Chernobyl! Oh.
Walmart brand Chernobyl, dude. Boneless Chernobyl.
This ain't nothing but boneless Chernobyl. Sir, we're gonna have to ask you to leave.
We ain't about that commie shit, boy.
Bro.
Alright, guys. Let's do a high five.
Oh, yeah.
They're outside, but that's alright. We're doing a group 5.
Group 5?
Yeah, 4-5.
How we
I'll
do
go
this?
get them, dude. Fuck that.
Oh.
We need the whole
Left, right,
bitch.
left, right, left, right.
Left, right, left, right.
Wait. 3, 2, 1. Oh, wait.
I thought you said left, right, left,
Say that. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. No one got hit in the face.
I say I don't know how this is gonna work, but it's gonna work.